Welcome to another episode of Plat Chat Overwatch. It's episode 279. And we got a 5-man cast today because last week I asked for a lot of feedback. We took the week off and asked for people like, hey, what kind of content do our viewers like? What do they want to see more of? And they said a lot of the time, we don't bring on enough players. We don't bring on enough coaches. And so we're improving this week by bringing in people who have talked to the players. So now we're just one step away from getting actual players on. Guy. And so we got Renanthera and Apostle here, who's done some amazing work for Overwatch TV lately. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing?
I'm feeling great.
Right.
Happy to be here.
Doing okay. I mean, I a little bit of a cold welcome, I would say, but like we'll forgive you.
Facts.
Like, it is your show.
Yeah, we wanted to get these players and coaches and stuff, but actually we settled. Thanks, Johnny.
You could at least mention retired collegiate player, retired collegiate coach.
Yeah, I mean, like I've had my time in the sun. I'm just as tenured as you are. So is that how you treat like a fellow colleague? Reinforce? Is that like? Is that how you guys do things?
Fuck this Johnny guy. We don't get that enough here.
Joss was, he was trialing for Team UK.
Yeah, I was playing on 200 ping, bro, and I failed miserably. They just ran me down. I think J. Karu just ran me down 24/7. That was fun.
I still see Jaws on ladder. I don't see you on the ladder. So I mean,
I'd be
like,
ladder rank.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm Master 3, all right. I'm
You're
still
gonna peak check.
It's not because he doesn't. It's not because he doesn't play. It's just he's too low rank.
He's busy in the stadium ladder.
He's not visible. He's like...
Catch him in the stadium ladder with the Ryan. That's where he is.
Yeah, the stadium was good until they nerfed Ryan, but now Ryan is back apparently. So maybe I'll get going again. Yeah, no, the recent changes to the rank system, so everyone is slightly higher. That's done a lot of good for me because Diamond 1 was not a great place to be.
That's not a good look.
No,
it's not a good look.
Not a good look. At least now I'm Masters, so that's slightly better at least. But Renanthera, first of all, we go back a long way, you and me.
Yeah.
We've never spoken in person, but when I asked you to be on the show today, this was the most recent message that popped up from 2018 with me asking, hey there, I'm currently looking for contenders trials. As you are the head coach of Mayhem Academy, I wanted to drop you a message. If anything comes up and you're interested in trying me out, please let me know. It didn't lead anywhere, but that's 7 years ago.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Holy, that is crazy.
The response was sorry we got swoosh.
He was on the main team. He was on.
Oh yeah, I guess so, man.
Who do we have at the time? I think we had Milky Man.
Milky Man. Wow.
Do you remember
Gravy
Milky
too?
Man?
That's an old head name.
Gravy was right after I had left. I started working in collegiate at that time, but we were trialing a couple of tanks. Your name was on the list somewhere. It's a long list, but somewhere
near the top page. And then he looked at the Apex results and he was like, "Damn, this guy sucks."
We're looking for younger talent. I think Milky Man was like 17. Like his parents wouldn't let them like move into the team house, so he like had played remotely, and we're like we'd go with him.
Aligned.
Unlucky Johnny.
What's Aligned?
Aligned was a big ladder player. He played DPS and like flexed and stuff, and he was I think he was team captain for UC Berkeley, and they won collegiate in the inaugural year, 2016 or 2017. And then the follow-up year also. And I was a runner-up the very first year, and then third, fourth. Berkeley beat my ass twice. So, but he's a good player. He played, I think, on Savages at one point. If anyone remembers Savages, that's like super long ago. I might be misremembering, but yeah, he was a ladder player, and he lived local, and he was a nice guy, and it didn't work out. But yeah, those are some fun memories.
Okay. That, man.
Maybe at the time. Yeah.
Hagopun was on that roster?
Hagopun was. He would like sleep in a practice room and like have no one to speak Korean to. So it was pretty.
That's kind of sad.
At least on the academy roster, like the main Florida Mayhem roster were Korean until they swapped them all out like the year later.
Oh my god, you had Eps on that team? God damn.
Had Eps on that team. Yeah.
God damn. I still see him playing Overwatch every now and then. He jumps on. He's.
Oh my god! These are some flashbacks, and no one's around anymore.
No, not really. Well, I'll apply streaming, I suppose, but actually, like playing competitively, no.
Yeah,
Wub.
Wub's around until last season.
Yeah.
Until last season. Yeah.
So just recently.
Then Paintbrush, I suppose.
He plays Rivals now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I think so. Yeah.
Is he coaching for a team? Like, oh, there he is. Look,
there he is
with the fuel jersey. Oh, he was on Envy.
It was Envy.
Yeah.
Full circle. Not anymore, I guess. That doesn't seem like it.
Dude, I remixes that.
Oh, those are some names.
It's always fun being on Liquipedia from like 2019. You're like, wow, what is going on? And now you're seeing them back on Marvel Rivals. So that's a big opportunity for everybody.
So true.
So before we get into the actual episode, I would appreciate if both of you could just give like a bit of a, introduce yourself, background, and what you're up to these days with Overwatch TV. So Renanthera, why don't you go ahead and just like talk about your Overwatch background?
So first of all, Reinforce says my name wrong, and he has since 2018. So I'm going to correct that. It is Renanthera, but it's like hard to say. But it is a real word. It's a flower. My mom used to like work at a flower shop, so that's where I got the name from. I was thinking about name changing to Ren at some point because it's much easier. But there's already a solo queue player in that has that name, and like he got it first.
Just steal it. You're more famous than them.
I mean, no, that's rude. I've had that thought, but I don't have the ego to do that. That's why I'm
sorry,
not a good
Renanthera.
player. Thank you. Was that so hard? You couldn't do that like 7-8 years ago.
It's not like you introduce yourself at the beginning of any interview.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't watch the interviews. This is evidence. He's like, I can't be bothered. I have Plat Chat to do.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting fucking roasted.
He's getting rolled.
He only watches them. He watches on a movie. He doesn't listen to them. It's a visual interview.
Yes. I'm such good eye candy. I understand.
Wait, you guys do interviews?
Why don't you host the episode? Why don't you host the episode?
Wait, I don't know you guys did interviews.
Hostile takeover live on Plat Chat.
That's the goal. Yeah, OWTV is like we're here to kind of just creep in and get our roots planted. But yeah, I played collegiate, and then I coached mainly. I worked with Boston Uprising back when Toronto Esports was a thing. Coached them, and then they became Uprising Academy, then Mayhem Academy, and then I got canned, and I was like, this is too much instability for my life. I'm gonna coach somewhere that's a little bit more secure. So I went to work for UCI. If you're not familiar with UCI, they're the first esports program like ever at like a public school. So they're pretty prestigious, and it was super awesome working there. I coached there for 3 years, and then got promoted to assistant director. Did that for 3 years, and then my visa expired, and a very angry orange man said I can't get anyone. So I'm currently back home doing some freelance coaching in the meantime, keeping it quiet. But that's me in a nutshell.
You didn't fucking pick me up because I said your name wrong. Is that it?
Yeah, it was personal. I was like, this guy can't be bothered to learn. Like some
Stephen Curry bullshit.
Your Discord message went into his inbox and then straight into the shredder.
I was like, get a load of this guy. He thinks he has a chance.
Did a text to speech on the message? It's like I said it wrong. The text to speech. Crazy.
Holy shit!
It was just
Apostle.
text.
Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, I mean,
right pronunciation.
That's also a
my
name.
name is just a normal word.
It's A+TLE. Get it right.
That hasn't stopped me before.
Dude, it sounds like some CP shit with LR15.
My name is also a normal word.
Yeah, it's a flower name.
It's just
Admiral's not paying
bro.
attention. We're coming for everyone today. He has an excuse. It's early. It's like 10 a.m.
People get my name wrong all the time. Actually,
It's 4
AVRL.
I changed my name.
AV
No,
Rocket League.
Though, to be fair, some people do mispronounce my name. See, when I made my name, there was this weird thing where some people, and maybe it was just a bit for them, right? But they would call me Aposty, like IETIE at the end, because it was just like that's how it looked like in game. So I was like, I'm gonna write it with a uppercase L, so that way there's no room for confusion. But that has led to people saying Apostle.
You overcorrected.
Yeah, I guess so. It's, I don't know what the
adhere to
solution
the
is,
bottom
but
denominator.
it is just a normal word.
Addressed. Okay,
Yeah,
people who can't
actually.
read in the Overwatch community, it needs to be addressed. This is crazy. This is
The
getting out of
literacy
hand.
issue of Overwatch players.
Bro, it's
needs
It
cool.
might be a
to
North
at this
American
point.
thing. Just
Yeah,
we're struggling out here.
I'm
Oh
Swedish.
wait, no, Reinforce is not. Yeah, he's Swedish. You have no excuse.
No, I have an excuse.
But he has an excuse. He has an
Oh,
excuse.
it's not his
I
first
did-
the Americans don't have
I
an
didn't know
excuse.
Renanthera's a flower.
That's fair.
Like,
I'll lay off the gas. No, you got a point. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna try to figure out what Renanthera is in Swedish, but I'll take a while. Oh, some kind of orchid. Wow, is that right?
All right, Jules, you
Wow.
introduce yourself next.
Yeah, we're just going to do it going down the line. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm
All
fine.
right, we're not gonna be
We know
doing
me.
that. At some point, we'll get to actual bracket predictions.
Yes.
Because that's what we were trying to do. But sorry, Apostle. But besides your name,
Right.
why don't you
So-
talk a little bit about your story?
Yeah, so I started Overwatch and I was hard stuck plat for years back in 2016. Overwatch literally my first shooter, first esport ever. I got into it with like I think it was one of like the Alienware monthly melees, and I saw like Complexity and Reunited play, and I was like, yo, this is kind of heat. From there I started watching OG and Apex, and that was like, whoa, this is even better. So I started competing myself, and after like 2 years and like, or even longer, I guess it would have been 2020, I finally started playing for like tier 4, tier 3 team. Did pretty good there. Eventually went to play in collegiate for a St. Clair Saints, which is now the #1 team in Canada. So that's pretty cool. But after I graduated, I decided I couldn't stay on the path to poverty anymore. So I kind of pivoted to making content. And then, like in the past year, I made this series called Watching Overwatch, also known as WoW, which was basically kind of like Plat Chat. I recapped a bunch of Overwatch esports stuff, condensed it down into like 10, 20-minute videos. And that led to me getting picked up with Overwatch TV, where I now conduct a lot of interviews and stuff, and have kind of forgotten to make videos for my personal channel, but
We nabbed you. That's what it was. We just poached the best talent here.
Oh, so not us. Okay. Yep. I hear you.
yeah, that's the long story made short. Lots of ups and downs, but here we are.
You're watching pro Overwatch at like 13 then, right? Like 7 years ago? Like,
Oh yeah.
oh my
very
God.
young.
That is crazy.
I'd be getting up at 5 a.m. to watch Apex, and like the first couple times, my parents weren't too happy because like I would freak out at the plays, and you kind of wake them up because their bedroom was just across the hall, and they'd be like, "Listen, if you want to wake up at 5 a.m., that's fine. 'Cause, waking up early is like I was able to spin that as I'm just getting up early and then I can go to school. That's good work ethic, but the sound they weren't a fan of, but they're very supportive now, so.
I can relate. Yeah. When I was playing collegiate, that was point of contention for sure with me and my parents also, just like late night scrims and waking up late for class and stuff like that. So I get it.
Yeah, didn't Ryan have a situation earlier this year where he like got scolded because he didn't come to dinner or something, so he couldn't play?
Yeah.
Wasn't there one player whose like parents unplugged their internet in the middle of a game? Am I misremembering?
Was there? That's pretty
Wait,
intense.
really?
I feel like I remember it. I think it might have been like a Face It match or something, but
Oh, this kind of rings a bell. This is some unemployed Twitter drama thing.
Yeah.
Unemployed Twitter drama is
It
crazy.
happens. It's real. I think we can.
I mean,
all
I'm describing
relate somewhat.
myself, so it's
Yeah.
not to shade anybody else.
So how is the Overwatch TV thing going? Obviously, it's a great initiative put on by Commander X and Toby, who did a lot of the organization behind the website, and obviously you conduct some interviews and provide content for that website. So how's it going so far?
It's good stuff. Everyone's really nice, and CX has put together like a really passionate team. Like, we're all doing this on a volunteer basis. None of us get paid. We're hoping over time it helps accrue a fan base and views, and then we could talk about revenue and stuff later. But like, generally speaking, we're just here for the love of the game. That's the most of it, and trying to revitalize esports, because after Overwatch League fell, and kind of we're here trying to rebuild. So I think like thus far it's been a great time. Me and Apostle do the North American interviews, so we split like 4 apiece every week, talk to the players, and they've all been very helpful. Like, we kind of are at their mercy week to week. Like, if they don't want to do them, then they won't, and we won't have anything to do. But they've been enthusiastic about like participating and getting to talk and getting the exposure, and getting to talk to the fans and have that kind of like that dialogue on a week-to-week basis has been really cool.
Yeah. Like, I'll kind of expand on that, because I've seen on Twitter people in esports they'll often complain about how unwilling players are when it comes to like doing content outside of like just competing, right? And at least in the experience I think we've had at Overwatch TV, the Overwatch players have been very willing to work with us in that regard. We've been able to get interviews on a very consistent basis. Like, it's more rare to have someone say they don't want to do it than the opposite, and they've been more than happy to participate. And a lot of them, if you've seen the interviews, you know that they actually have like great personalities. They're very willing to like talk, and some of them, like, we actually have to like kind of cut short just to make sure that the interview doesn't end up being like an hour long or something. So it's been great to talk to them, and just like the Overwatch TV thing kind of as a whole, it's been able to bring back, I think, a lot of things that people have kind of been missing post Overwatch League, especially like the weekly highlight videos. I know we used to have like the action esports highlights.
I remember Action. They were so good.
Yeah,
Action
they
and
were
Blitz
they were
were
great.
so good.
And the Overwatch TV, they have the video editing team. They collect clips for like every region, and they've put together some pretty banger videos and montages on a surprisingly consistent basis, considering the teams we're working with. So, yeah, I think it's an amazing project, and we're just looking to kind of keep going full steam ahead at this point.
Yeah, I think it was pretty funny. I think one of the first times we had OC on Plat Chat, where at the time it was like, oh, OC is doing something new, doing some of these breakdowns with replay codes and VODs and stuff. And then OC just said, well, I mean, we used to have this with Action and Overwatch League, and then it just wasn't a thing anymore. So I just filled the void that was left from Action, and had a lot of success like that. And so I think over the years now, we've spent like so many years, we had so much content with Overwatch League and stuff like that when Overwatch League disbanded or whatever I want to say, like we lost a lot of that content. And so now we have, as a community, we kind of had to like fill that void with a bunch of content ourselves. Yeah, so it's great to hear. But maybe we should get into the actual news topics and some of the bracket predictions. Then we had a bit of a roller coaster of a start to this podcast, but all fun. So this episode, I wanted to do bracket predictions for all the 3 regions. We obviously have a huge weekend coming up ahead. But before that, there's been some news that I think we should cover. We haven't been on in a couple of weeks here, and I think there's 2 major ones. Let's start light here. Battle of the Bottom took place the past week. Quick Esports Dilducks. A little appetizer for you. What went down? North America reigned supreme? Is that what happened?
I mean, it was just a stomp. I would say the most fun, well, I think for me at least, was the Torbs. The Torb decider at the very beginning was super funny. I don't think it's on this list, so I think it was just like a decider thing, who gets to pick first, I think it was. But yeah, the Torbjorn, like fucking 5 Torbjorns running each other with hammers, which is kind of cool. What they should have done, if it was on this patch, they should have done it in Stadium and just like souped up the Torbs and just ran at each other. That would have been so sick. Yeah, but no, it was a good time, but it was, they didn't get a single point. Quick didn't get a single point. Like,
they should have just played a game of Stadium after that last point.
Yeah, decide a match. The winner takes all.
Like,
the Stadium
winner
game.
takes all in Stadium. At that point, just it's already like,
I don't mind that.
You've already speed ran the entire show match. Just like extend it a little bit and give us a little extra on Stadium. Why not?
Actually didn't catch it. Was it like super one-sided? Like
it was very one-sided, but the most interesting thing to me was the fact that prior to this match, like when it was announced on Reddit, you saw a lot of people saying, oh, Ducks aren't going to stand a chance. Quick are playing against way better teams because just EU is better than NA kind of as a whole. But when I was interviewing, because I interviewed Razor maybe like 3 days for the Battle of the Bottoms, and he was so confident they were going to win because his logic was, Quick got into OWCS on a technicality, whereas the Ducks, they actually earned their spot. So he was like, he knew that they were just going to wipe from the start.
There it is.
Watching the hammer.
There's the Torbs, bro. Look at him.
Smack him.
Dude, there's nothing more fucking Overwatch than having a Torb 1v1.
This brings me back to like
here.
Mangachu doing this with somebody else, but I don't remember who.
Oh,
do you know what?
World Cup finals?
Oh, it was the World Cup finals? That might have been it.
Do you remember when Zoe killed Chio? Or was it Chio or
That's
another
right.
support player?
It
Oh
was.
my
It
god,
was
the
Chio.
GOAT. Holy. Zoe's the best tall player in fucking Overwatch League. Confirmed.
Oh, they go one at a time? Is it like a...
Yeah, it was fun. Like a last man standing.
It's a
type beat.
Coliseum. Look at them looking from the top.
Oh my god, they're taking this seriously.
He's got the gnome skin. He's gonna win. The gnome skin's the best skin.
Talking about replacing Overwatch content we once had.
There it is.
This is exhilarating.
This is it, bro.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, you get your
gnome
health
skin,
back if
baby.
you win?
Again, you got to do this except in
wait,
Stadium with a new Torb in Stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get people.
Yeah,
Oh,
really,
that'll
man.
really
Get
raise the
that, get that
stakes.
attack speed up.
Hammer build's viable, just saying.
I haven't played
Amazing.
any of the new stadiums since they've changed it, but
Oh, the
All
best
I've
of
seen is a
5?
clip of Sojourn just
Yeah.
absolutely cooking people with the overclock auto aim.
Dude, I mean, you get ahead in that game mode with like a Soj or like a Freya, it's fucking Jova, bro.
I
He's
liked
like
what
one shot in motherfuckers.
I like the old Ana stuff. I didn't actually super like the rework, so I haven't touched it.
Yeah, some
Thanks
people
for
definitely
supports.
expected us to talk about patch notes and stadium changes. And
Yeah,
here we are
you
watching
wanna-
you
tour.
wanna talk about patch
What do we
notes,
want?
bro?
We're watching a
The
top
patch
one.
notes
This
are
is the
kind of
longest.
mess.
This is the longest game that didn't matter review I've ever watched.
Yeah, we should just move on. It was 3-0.
It was a
They didn't
3-0.
cap a single. They didn't cap a single point. What do you want?
Wait, who wins the Torb 1v1? Just quick win. They're in the lead.
I think it was quick. I think I can't
Wait,
remember to be honest.
Are they in the
Quick
lead?
have the better Torb players.
Well, that's quick on the title, but those are the Dilducks players.
Oh, is it like? Oh,
The-
I see.
the, the overlay is a little wrong.
NA may have won the game, but they lost production again.
It's true.
Facts.
It happens to all broadcasts. Doesn't matter if it's Bolt Skunk or if it's the Overwatch broadcast.
Quick did win.
Quick did win the.
There you go.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so that was the light-hearted stuff. 3-0 for Dildogs. Good talk.
They needed that real bad. So.
They needed that real bad. They need to restore some reputation for North America. I would have said it was an upset too. I would have totally predicted Quick Esports. Anyway, let's move on to the more serious stuff. Junkbuck got fined along with a few other players here. Junkbuck got fined. How much did Junkbuck get fined? $8,000 for posting false, misleading info about the match on X. This is for the Saudi league here.
Finally got him. Good.
Allegedly.
They finally caught him.
Finally got him.
Justice has been served. Finally.
Dude, Junkbuck's
They
been
got
getting
his
away with
ass.
things for
They
too
got his
long.
ass.
That's like
Put him away.
3 months
Maximum
salary,
sentence.
bro.
Put him away.
Vast did have that tweet about this is the largest fine ever in Overwatch esports history.
It is,
like
yeah.
relative to someone's actual salary.
Oh, like proportionally. Yeah, no, that's probably
Yeah.
true.
It might even be combined. It's like bigger than. I can't remember an Overwatch League.
Do you remember the
fine that was bigger
fines
than that.
page we had on Overwatch League, like way back?
That was
XQC had to
way
pay
less.
one.
The list of
That matters to
fines.
him.
Astro
profit
as
fine.
well.
Yeah.
So there's been some fines, but $8,000 for this? This.
What did it even say?
They really be like, kill this guy with hammers.
So I'm not super clued in actually. If someone does know why he got, but basically. My read on the situation, what I heard was essentially that there was drama about how the bans function in the league itself, because Al Qadsiah thought that bans worked like they were in OWCS, and they'd find out who they were playing against before they banned. But then Saudi eLeague, this is what I heard anyway, they didn't want to say like who subbed in before the bans were made. So Al Qadsiah, they were like, we'll ban Symmetra, and then Psycho was in, which they didn't know. And so they're just like, oh, fuck this or something. And got pissed off and something happened. So there was some drama about the ban system. That's what I heard anyway, but I could be missing.
Don't we have little screenshots of the tweets?
Yeah, so Junkbuck made 2 rounds of tweets. There were his initial tweets that got him fined. On the day that Reddit post came out, he posted more tweets, which he then also deleted. But the second round of tweets we did get a screenshot of. And so in this, he's saying that there's misinfo on what happened. There was a September match, Al Qadsiah versus Twisted Minds. The first map, Twisted Minds didn't give roster before the ban, which apparently is the rule in Saudi eLeague. But the admins decided not to enforce the rule against Twisted Minds, so they just banned whatever, played first map, and won. Then on second map, Twisted Minds still didn't want to give roster, so Al Qadsiah decided we won't give ban this time unless the admins enforced the rule. But instead of enforcing the rule and forcing Twisted Minds to give roster, they told Al Qadsiah they have to forfeit the match if they don't submit a ban. And so Al Qadsiah decided to forfeit. They didn't withdraw from the tournament. They just decided to kind of take a stand against admins allegedly.
The corrupt admins.
Yeah, against the admins allegedly not enforcing the rule. And so then when he went to Twitter to talk about that for the first time, that's what got him in trouble. And there is a chance he might get banned again now because he tweeted about it a second time.
I don't know. I'm kind of on Junkbuck's side, no? Free my boy Junkbuck.
I mean, if he's telling the truth, yeah.
I mean, we can all agree this is insane.
Whatever he did to get,
I mean, it's
whatever
an
he did to
insanely
get fined,
large fine, yeah.
whatever he did to get fined, he deserves it and should get fined more.
Dude, Avro hates this guy. He hates
I don't even know
Junkbuck,
how-
bro.
Double
I
it and give
don't-
it back to him.
I don't even know Junkbuck. I've actually never spoken to him.
He just hates
I
the
don't know him
Outlaws,
at all.
that's why. He's always been an Outlaws hater, and Junkbuck was on that team. So.
Well, Jake was on
Makes
Outlaws.
sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that's the connection right here.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
actually don't even know what happened. That is a pretty high ban though. That's a ban. Fine. large
Well,
fine.
see, that's the crazy thing. It's the fact that the fine isn't for the behavior in game. It's not for, taking a stand against Twisted Minds. It's not for refusing to
It's for
submit
using
bans.
his free
What's the
speech.
false
It's for
info, though? What-
posting on Twitter.
No. But it says false or misleading info. So what was the false, misleading info? What part of it was false or misleading?
I think the admins are probably like, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
It
It's
sounds-
Al
yeah,
Qadsiah
yeah.
versus admins. One of them is lying. We don't know who.
Admins are like, that didn't happen. And then
Yeah, I'm
boom.
pretty sure that's
What was the
going on.
original tweets? Does anyone remember the original tweets that got deleted first that we never screenshotted?
can't
Those are the
recall.
ones he got in trouble for, right? The original tweets.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone got those.
I
don't
remember it was him
remember-
calling out the admin, but I don't remember the exact wording,
Right.
like verbatim. It was just
Just
like the admin
outright
screwed us
insane.
here. Yeah.
Like, can you imagine OWCS doing this? Just like, oh, this dude flamed the Faceit admins. We're finding them $8,000. Like, can you
Look at this
imagine
guy.
that? Like, we literally
It seems
ruined
high.
someone's life. Like,
I mean, the
not
other
life, but
fines like
their entire
$500.
semester
I'm
would
like,
just be ruined.
sure, bro.
That'd
8,000
be crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Is a stupid amount of money.
Well, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but like, isn't Saudi eLeague as well as like the Al Qadsiah Esports division? Isn't it all being funded by like the same place? Is this not just a money circle?
No
I
idea.
don't know. I don't follow out
I
Saudi
wouldn't
League.
think so. Like the team is definitely like a different entity than the tournament.
Yeah, that's where they're competing
and, like,
there
the
to get paid out,
providers and
right?
the-
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a different because Al Qadsiah is a football team, right? So like
Yeah.
that's its
They are.
own
Didn't know that.
thing
No, they are,
versus
they are.
like so like it is different. It's not just kind of like going into the void, which is then going back
Right.
into Junkbuck's pocket somehow. That would be
Yeah,
That would
I've
be
heard
like,
it's all
okay,
government funded at the end of it. I don't know how true that is.
right. I mean, yeah. Regardless, I think the fine is still a bit insane. $500. The other ones are like $500. I'm like, okay, fine.
The
Like
important thing
that's
is they're bankrupting
cool,
my boy
but-
Junkbuck to
Yeah,
outrules
Junkbuck's getting owned.
the light.
We should mention as well.
I just say crazy things. Don't worry about
he
me.
just says nothing.
I just say wild
Like-
stuff.
3 of the players as well, Siad, Labda, and Quartz, they got fined $530 for insulting or offending another person. So
These numbers don't make any sense.
No-
Like,
no
that's
mean
not
I
words
need some,
allowed.
like,
No
VOD
mean words
evidence
allowed.
For that. I mean,
yeah.
okay.
So
Great.
absolute mess.
Let it be a
I
lesson.
think it's absurd. The sums are just absurd. I can't believe Junkbuck got
Oh,
fined $8,000.
quick add-on to that, kind of
Yeah.
funny. Because the Al Qadsiah players were banned, one of them was suspended. I can't remember who, but they were actually forced to play a match 4v5.
Really?
Matt
Oh
Shane,
yeah, I
right?
did read that as well. That they
Yes.
just played.
Wow.
They should just not play the match.
match.
Just give them the
What is
FF or
happening?
something. That is so weird.
Well, they also got fined over $1,000 for forfeiting a match without valid reason. I don't know if playing with less than 5 is a valid reason, but maybe they just didn't want to get fined for.
As long as your
They
PC is
just
boot
wanted
up,
to go
there's
through the
no
motions.
reason.
Like, what a waste of time.
They didn't get fined for playing the match. So
I guess that's
you know.
true.
Yeah,
And time is money.
Uh,
Okay.
4v5, that's perfect competitive integrity.
absolutely
Give me a
insane.
sec, Jordan.
Absolutely insane.
Alright.
So that's what's new in the Overwatch world. Amazing.
Ahead of
I'm
Stockholm.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown away, to be honest, that happened in 2025. All right, let's get into some brackets here then, because I don't want to make this show 3 hours long. Maybe we can get out in 2 hours and we can all eat dinner, because Renanthera had dinner. I did not. And so I'm going to go hungry in a little bit. But
I mean, it was
that's
that
okay.
or I eat on the podcast like AVRL did last episode, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to subject people to that.
Don't call him out like that. Jeez.
No, I was just watching. He made me
I
hungry. I,
eat
was
on
like, I got.
I eat on most episodes of any podcast I go on. Not even this one.
It's a
To be
shtick.
honest with you. At this point, it is. Yeah. At this point, it's like, why isn't he eating?
Plat
me get
Chat
something to eat real
mukbang
quick.
coming
Let me get
soon.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay with that.
I can't. Renanthera, if you don't get invited back to the show, you at least know why.
It would be deserved. That's okay.
Okay, let's finally pivot to actual OWCS action here. So we got the EMEA bracket up here. Al Qadsiah, they picked Vision. Virtus Pro going up against Twisted Minds, and in lower bracket, await Team Peps and Gen G. So I think we'll all kind of just make our own bracket, or not our own bracket. Sorry, that was exactly not what I wanted to say. We'll make our own complete bracket together. Jesus Christ, what is happening?
Cumulatively.
And one Red Bull, and I can't speak
A
anymore.
cooperative
A
bracket.
cooperative bracket, a Plat Chat bracket. That's right.
I don't know if we can come to a consensus on this one.
Yeah, so before the episode started, you did have a bit of a take. You think Twisted Minds could win the entire thing. So why don't we start there?
I think Twisted Minds is the best team in EMEA, in my opinion. I think they're just like actually sandbagging. I know that team from talking a bit with like Psycho and stuff, that they like just don't try all that hard during the regular season. Because partially they are playing in Saudi eLeague and they have a lot going on, and the players are flying back and forth all the time and they're tired, that they're kind of like, at the end of the day, if we beat like the best team, if we are the best team, we'll run the bracket regardless, is like I think kind of how they think about it. So they want to get decent seeding and you know, like not fall out, but I don't think they kick it into high gear towards the end. And you know, we saw what happened at EWC, and they just 4-1 Al Qadsiah in SEL stage 3. So I don't know. I'm pretty convinced that like they're kind of not giving it their all right now. I don't think they've given us the real look at what they're capable of, but I don't know if that's like a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. But they're my number one personally.
Does anyone remotely agree that Twisted Minds is number one?
I remotely agree. I don't know if
I'll take
fully
remotely.
agree.
I'll take remotely.
I think Al
Me?
Qadsiah just.
I
think-
want Junkbuck to make his money back by winning.
Dude, this
You
guy.
can't play both sides.
Redemption arc for Junkbuck now. He likes Junkbuck. He just messaged him and said,
I just feel
"Are we
bad
boys?"
because it's a lot of money to lose.
I mean, yeah, it is, but no, I don't think TM are the best team in the league in EMEA. I think Al Qadsiah is still really good. I think maybe Jake's been whispering into my ears that saying that Sim is legit. Sim is legit. Don't worry, guys. I think because he was such a good. It fucking, as soon as he gets onto the international stage, those Sim teams are going to get crushed.
Yeah, you think so?
They're going to get.
What happened at EWC? What are you talking about?
EWC?
It was a different patch. It was a completely different patch.
But they haven't touched her at all.
No. Here's the
Ram is coming
issue.
back slowly.
Here's the issue. Even if Sim is legit,
This is
there is no
EMEA
reason to
code.
think that Al Qadsiah is not better at the Sim.
Al Qadsiah is better at Sim than TM.
Exactly.
They will be number one because EMEA has the Sim virus. They have the Sim plague, and they will never rid it from their systems. And the Rush fucking plague, like that shit, it's never going away. And then when we get to international competition where the Sim is not as viable, i.e., this meta, they're gonna get dunked on. But up until that point, Al Qadsiah, I think, probably win.
Are we assuming, by the way, the meta is like really not shifting much from where
It's
we are?
not shifted, bro. Have you seen the patch notes?
Yeah,
There's like
I know.
small changes, like Doom got a little bit better, Mauga got a little bit better.
It's like 6% alt charge.
It's 6%.
Like,
It can't be that bad. It
Listen.
can't be that bad.
The end is near.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys what you guys brought us on for, right? Some Overwatch TV leaks here. I was talking to RuPaul yesterday, and he's telling me that the changes are actually bigger than they seem on paper. Not only that, first of all, Maga, the buffs apparently they do nothing. Maybe in ranked, but not in team
thank
play.
God.
But Ana
Okay.
is apparently cracked.
RuPaul would say that though. And
Really?
also I think there's a bit of a mind game because all the NA players are like, the first week is when you have a chance to really mind control the region and convince them something strong.
Yeah,
and
that
then,
is true.
And then you can like,
Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just saying he thinks that the Ana comp is looking really strong, and that's gonna lean toward dive.
I'm
That's
not
an NA though.
convinced like on paper.
Maybe
that
maybe
there's
it will
enough
just
that,
be
like,
NA specifically, but
Okay. The Ana, we had to look because I'm pretty sure she got almost no changes. It's the crit damage on the headshot thing.
yes,
Yeah.
that is specifically
So
what
you
he
can
said.
like nade, headshot.
Ana is
one
doing
shot,
wild
225.
amounts of damage right now with that perk.
I mean, 2x is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. It was 1.5 up to 2. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And like it was
Definitely
it's-
break
it-
points.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like the old perks where it's like, okay, you have to go bouncy nade and then the double nano because double nano was like stupid OP.
Yeah. Well, the thing he said is that on the maps where double nade is good is like the close range brawl maps where you're not necessarily playing Ana anyway. You're playing Ana on the long range maps, and from there you don't need double nade, so you just pick the headshot one
Wait,
and
is
you
it a
just
major
start
perk?
cooking.
Is
It
it
is a
or
major,
mi-
yeah. It is
It's
major.
Dude, majors
it's
take so
major
long
perk.
to get online though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that people are not probably thinking about a lot. There's one thing you can do with that perk at a very minimum. Is in certain matchups you can just jump headshot damage into a tank, and like that's not normal coming through from an Ana in
Yeah.
any sort of gameplay. And so it's just a lot of extra damage. It's like genuinely cast levels of damage Especially at that
seven,
range,
right?
just no
She does
scope.
72x.
Yeah, you're just
so
like, but you're
70
just
to
like no
140.
scoping as well.
with
your fire
no
rate is
fall
super
off.
legal.
No fall off.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, at range and also close, you're doing a lot. Like,
Ooh,
because the
maybe
headshots can be hard to
that's
hit,
good.
but at the same time, if you're just dumping into a tank close range, they're not hard to hit.
I'm
know
not
Jaws is
buying
playing
this
on ladder.
narrative.
I am. I've not been playing any Ana though. I only play Kiriko now.
Same.
And Alari.
Things
but
might have
Kiriko did get
changed.
nerfed, to be fair, and it is noticeable. Like the Foxtrot one, like it is noticeable. Like the durations have been decreased. So like that whole like Suzu yourself and your cooldowns like and all your teammates and stuff. Like it is like 3 to 2 seconds, 33% decrease. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. But then it's like the whole, okay, Ana's super sick. Okay, well, Kiriko's just better because she has Suzu. So like, I don't know how much I'd put into RuPaul stocks. I think it would be more of an team identity thing more than like Ana being hard meta. And I think Liquid and RuPaul are probably more likely to do that than most other teams.
Yeah, I think Jaws hit it on the head here. Like I was talking to Hawk and he's not convinced, and I was talking to
Yeah.
Painkiller and he's not convinced. But something
He
interesting
said
they
the
did
same
said
thing.
was,
He said it's
Yeah.
not really that big.
it's not really that big, and I do think it's. I think you nailed it. Yeah, it's just like a team style, team color identity thing, and I think the teams that have more like main tank players will probably enjoy Ana more, but not a lot of teams. I guess are. Let me think about this patch. In NA, we have in top 4 2 main tank teams and 2 off tank teams, right? Because like Hawk plays.
Nightmare's
Off
kind of
tank.
both.
Well, Nightmare's both. Yeah, they got both
Yeah,
tanks.
they
but
got-
like,
that's true.
Hawk,
But Painkiller
yeah, so it's like
Starks.
3. It's like SSG are the off tank team,
Yeah.
Liquid, GK are the main tanks, and then Nightmare are whatever. They
Nightmare
work
can
we,
play
we
whatever.
probably
I mean,
we should
they
probably
usually
should
play
save that
Painkiller,
discussion
but-
for the Nightmare, or sorry, the NA
Yeah, that's
specific
true.
bracket.
That's a fair
but-
point. That's a fair point.
Because I guess at the end of the day, like NA and EU, they play such different metas in the first place, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, fucking the sim virus. Put Alcad all the way through.
As,
you know,
as much
at
as
the very
people
least.
want the Ana to be played, I just think in
Maybe all
EMEA
the
they're
way
just
through,
gonna be
but-
like, oh, we'll play like Sim Diva or something, and
Yeah.
the Ana would have no space whatsoever and just
Yeah.
won't be able to hit headshots in time, and they'll just die. So it seems like you're alone with your Twisted Minds belief here.
Take them
Personally, I'm a
over VP,
Kevster
though.
enjoyer. This is very much well known that I'm a Virtus Pro believer here. I also before it happened, I said that Shockwave might get reintroduced into the lineup here. And so now I'm just living the best of both worlds. Apparently, Ice Gnome is the GOAT, as we've clearly witnessed the past couple of weeks here. Taking over the reins from Vestola and now just playing an amazing Zarya. So I'm a bit of a Virtus Pro believer here. Is anyone with me, or are we going with Twisted?
Yeah, I think Virtus Pro's going all the way.
I think so.
All
I think
the
they
way?
beat Twisted. I
All the
think
way.
they beat Twisted for sure. I don't know about all the way, but
I'm gonna believe RuPaul and gonna believe this is a dive meta with Ana. Therefore, VP go all the way.
I no longer have a horse in this race.
Yeah, I mean,
If I had to pick one, I think I would go VP.
yeah,
I believe in Kevster too much. Yeah.
So do I. The compositions are a little bit scary because, you know, Virtus Pro have found so much success when they do play some of this, like Zarya, Lucio kind of stuff. But maybe that matches in pretty poorly against what Twisted Minds are playing as well. So maybe you need to rely more on some dive and stuff. I think Virtus Pro have some like difficult compositions here against Twisted Minds. So
Yeah, I'll raise you something else to consider here. I think historically, Twisted Minds, they usually look weaker at, like, when it comes to a new patch, Twisted Minds, I think, generally look weaker. Like, they don't adapt as fast as other teams.
They don't have a coach.
There you go.
Yeah.
So with new patch coming, they've had like less than a week to practice it. I think you got to give Virtus Pro the edge in that.
But the patch doesn't change much.
Yeah.
So, like,
It
Team
doesn't
Jaws
change
is-
much.
I'm Team Jaws here.
Stick with the same kind of patch vibes. And I've always thought this about big patches as well, just patches in general. The first week after the patch, people are just going to play the old meta, and then something's going to break. And with a patch that isn't as significant, I think you're more than likely just going to see the same thing, at least for a couple of weeks, and then maybe something is uber busted. Maybe Ana's uber busted. Like, yeah,
I think historically we get some pretty crazy results right after a patch because I feel like teams who have a very set identity, which would be Twisted Minds in this case, they're happy to just keep scrimming Symmetra and then be like, how do we figure out what this composition is? How do we play against
Right.
it? But then there are teams who have less of an identity, which I would say Virtus Pro, I'd say they have less of an identity than Twisted Minds. And they might be one of those teams who are like, oh, this patch note happened. We are going to try experiment with this patch note because we think this is OP or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work out, then you're kind of like, oh, 2 days to the tournament. We don't know what the fuck we're playing. Like, what are we doing? And like,
Back to
who's
the old
playing?
thing.
Yeah, and like we have 3 damage players. Who's going to sub in? And like, obviously Smash is an amazing coach.
But yeah, I was
But it kind of want to be
gonna say,
harder to not have an identity like
the
Virtus Pro in
coach
this
diff
case.
might make sense. I kind of give a little bit to Apostle there, and like Smash being there for VP, they might find something that's kind of broken. I don't know, one of these small ass fucking perk changes might be crazy. And Smash is probably
What these tiny little perks?
Which one would it
make
be?
all the
Like-
difference?
I don't fucking know what the Alari one. Like I don't know.
Life
bro.
Weaver?
Yeah,
The
Life
whole
Weaver.
adaptive barrier. He keeps his,
Here's the thing.
I don't
Here's
know.
the thing. If the
Maybe
patch
Doom's
does
OP.
change things, Virtus Pro have the coach. I give them the edge in being able to find what's changed and what's good. If the patch doesn't change things, we've seen how their matchup went on this patch.
Yeah.
Virtus Pro won.
I guess the most significant surely is like the Wu Yang nerves. If you think
Yeah,
that is going
that's
to
huge.
impact.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
I mean that's the
Obviously.
biggest by far. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So will that change anything in this region as you look at the teams?
I don't think so.
I don't know because it's like okay, so
This region
let-
isn't like super Wuyang heavy. I
This is
think.
not a Wu Young heavy region. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true as well. Actually, NA's the Wu Yang fucking.
Yeah, you got
region,
Wu Lu
to be
over
fair.
there, Wu
Yeah.
Kiri over here, more Kiri Lucio stuff.
All right.
Also,
So I think we're back to
I'm not even convinced it's that semi heavy because if you look at what TM were playing for the most part of the season, UB didn't even play until the end. And that was only just because it was like the last game was the easiest game, so whatever.
Seiko actually
Um,
wasn't there for that game. Like I don't think he could make it for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's screwed my points. So that's fine.
Sorry.
Thank you, Psycho. Thanks,
That's a good
Psycho.
one. Yourself.
But besides, that's the other thing is like, so yeah, you probably wouldn't even play it if Psycho was available, right? So, point being, like, I didn't see TM play that much sim over the course of the season, just like a little bit. I remember Psycho stepped in to play, he was starting the whole time, and he did play a little bit of sim, but it's just a tiny amount. The rest of the season, he was on like Tracer the whole time.
No, yeah, you're right.
So,
Psycho definitely affects a lot more.
like,
these days.
I don't think maybe Alcad was still playing a decent amount of sim, but yeah, I don't think we even saw that much sim last meta.
All right, we've done a lot of analysis of this specific matchup here. So I'm picking Virtus Pro here. Is there anyone else with Twisted Minds, or are we going sticking with Virtus Pro?
Just my
Mm,
camera.
I'm picking Gen G here.
I love democracy.
It seems like it's a Virtus Pro pick, and I think
Yeah,
we
go
all
on.
have Al Qadsiah over Team Vision. I don't think anyone's
Yes.
making the case for Team
Yeah.
Vision
No,
here
yeah.
as well. Yeah. I guess we could spend some time talking about Team Vision here against Peps then, because they played.
Peps got cooked by Anomaly. Like,
It's a vision win. I don't
it's
think
a vision.
we can
win,
go. We can
yeah.
move on. I think. Yeah.
we can move on.
Yeah, but I like Peps.
Yeah, well, most of the region's French, bro.
they,
It'll be
they
fine.
just lost their title as the French team, so.
Oh my god. Yeah.
and then
They
TM
did,
obviously over
but-
Gen G.
Yeah,
Does
they
Gen
just
G
ran that
pull
back.
it back?
Well,
I'm sorry.
It was
Krusty's
like,
bringing it back, guys.
The
Krusty's figured
hype
out the
has to go
secrets of the
crazy.
brand new patch. He's a coach. TM don't have a coach. Krusty's so smart. He's gonna figure it out. He's gonna bring Mag back to specifically play Diva, and they're gonna win.
Average Reddit comment, like you're Redditing. He's Redditing really hard right now.
I-
Top Overwatch Reddit.
I kind of unironically agree with that take. Gen
What?
G,
That's
That-
crazy.
they're
That's
on an
wild.
upward trend. They took took a map off Al Qadsiah in their most recent game, which I think
Yes,
is
Trace.
fairly impressive. They
Well-
went to map 5 against Twisted. If they're continuing to improve, they might be able to reverse that last map 5 result against Twisted.
I think
They
going to a
did
map
look
Malgan,
bad.
five.
it's Tread Malgan time.
Get cooked by the sim.
I think like Twisted Minds, like
Put
they still
Backbone
won
the
in their
sim.
weakest state. They had to play multiple games that week, like with the SEL and everything, and they still came out on top.
Yeah,
and
okay,
like
valid.
if meta doesn't change much, like we're generally kind of expecting, then I don't see that result really flipping. So I'm still TM.
Yeah, I think I want to be a Gen G believer, but my heart says Gen G, my brain says I've been betrayed by Gen G too many times. So yeah, Twisted.
I've just baited Apostle into believing in Gen G for 4 minutes. All I just did.
No.
'Cause I remember the Soul Dynasty once upon a time. They were good.
They were essentially never good, Seoul Dynasty, but yes, I also believe in
they're
Seoul
always
Dynasty.
like,
they were
bro.
one of the top teams in 2022.
Yeah,
Yeah, what the
yeah.
hell,
Lying,
bro?
bro. Stop lying.
2022?
Yeah,
You're
bro.
revising history.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's when they
can't
were going
remember
toe to
that.
toe with
You remember
Shanghai.
Jaehong? Come on.
Yeah, they played it in finals in COVID, I suppose, too, in 2020.
Yeah.
Shock. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
That my first instinct when I thought of Seoul Dynasty was like how disappointing they were. But that
You're
was-
still stuck
so
in the
sad,
Wiki
bro.
days, bro.
Yeah, Wiki Day, the 2018 to 2019 days. That's what I thought. Remember they had 2 different 6-man rosters in 2019.
Yeah.
And they
Oh
put in-
yeah. Oh my god.
that's
That was
that's where
fucked.
my mind
Never
went.
again.
Yeah. More of one. But as someone who also was on the Gen G train the past few weeks, I bought them when their stock was at the lowest low. Like they were about to disband. Krusty was a fraud, and I saw the light. And I said this on air. I saw this on broadcast. I saw the potential because they finally found their composition. They found their style. But even I think it's over. I think it's over.
Yeah,
There's
it's a
no way
wrap.
they win against Twisted
Yeah.
Minds. They had that one good match against Twisted Minds. Twisted Minds, they didn't scrim all week. And they were like, oh, we didn't study Gen G at all. We didn't care about that match. We thought we were going to stomp them. It went into map 5, and then Twisted Minds won anyway because Gen G just ran out of bans. They ran out of juice whatsoever. So now we're in this matchup here. I think Twisted Minds are going to take the playoffs a bit more seriously. And I don't think Gen G, unfortunately, as fun as their story was, I don't think they can stand up to Twisted Minds in this one. So
And then they go on and run the lower bracket all the way up and win the whole thing, right? Right, guys?
that would be the most incredible redemption story. That would be so crack. I couldn't even fit in the
Well,
Krusty pipe.
if they play Alcad again, what's going to happen is they can not submit their roster, and then Alcad can just forfeit, and then the team will win.
True.
Great bunch of storylines here. Great.
Yeah,
hypothesis,
some are more
yeah.
likely than others.
Some more likely than others. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we like Team Vision in the matchup against Twisted Minds at all?
No, we don't.
What happened, man?
I appreciate you playing devil's advocate, but
Well, okay, wait. What do we mean? What happened? Like this? Let's be honest. This was a team that was in Face It Masters. Nothing happened. It's just this is the expected results.
I had grand visions of this team. I
Pun intended
there,
no
SE,
pun
yeah.
intended. No pun intended. But I genuinely thought that like this team would compete for like top 3, and I thought they. I did like because Virtus Pro looked so poor in stage 2 that I was kind of like out on the Virtus Pro. I was like, oh my god, like they look so far away from Twisted Minds. I could see and so I thought Team Vision they could kind of like vie for that top 3 spot, but just didn't really work out for this team. At the start, it was fun with Skyle and Violet alongside each other, and we had introduction of Wu Yang, like, oh, this is gonna work out. But then recently, I've just been watching Violet Ilari, and I'm like, is this a troll pick? Like, are we actually rolling out with Ilari here?
Oh,
in
don't be mean to
Junkertown?
Jack. Jack loves the Ilari.
I think it's so grief, and like I think you just looked in the most recent matchup. I think they played that Junkertown, and like Tama's playing this Zarya, and I'm just like, wow, like, what do you do? Hey, Violet, pop off. If you pop off, we win. If you not pop off, we lose. Like that's, I think the Ilari pick is a grief. So I don't Team Vision, but I'm sad because I had really high hopes. I did.
yeah. Other teams have tried that same approach. It's like, Violet, we will purchase you, put you on the roster, you'll carry us to a championship win, and that seldom has worked. So yeah, I think TM is all our picks. I'd be surprised if anyone said otherwise.
This is for Stockholm, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 spots. So
But Violet is not making LAN. Sorry to the Violet fans. It's not happening.
dude, it would be so sick though.
It wasn't his goal. His goal was just to get some money before he used to do military.
Yeah.
He's
money.
chilling. It doesn't really matter.
Then you put a little bit of blue right there at the end, and then we can all move on to NA, right? It's a little.
If this is the last time if this is the last game we see him, he's got to do one more big AJ. Just for the fans,
God.
He's got to do it for the love of the
One
game.
more.
Oh my.
It's
Just
like
for the
he's
love
got to
of the
go out
game.
on one. He's got to go out on a big one for all of us. He's got to go out on the one.
The
when
series
this is the
losing.
team fight. This is the team fight. He wins his team fight. His team goes to land. He's like, I'm doing it for the love of the game. And then his team doesn't make land.
Dude, he was the first Ajax in stage 3 as well. Fucking legend.
First and
He
last.
actually
He's got to be
does it for
first
the-
and last, please.
Yeah, first and last. Yeah,
That would be
actually
good.
for the love of the game.
Can I interest you in that human element piece? Last year at Stockholm, I actually met Skyle because Skyle is Swedish, of course.
And he convinced you to put him on your team.
Just let him a 20 under the table.
No, I recognize talent. I recognize game when I see it, Avril. That's why I picked
knows
Skyle
ball.
to my fantasy team. I know his ball. I know ball.
He
okay?
recognizes Swedish players when he sees it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be cool if I
Every
met
morning in the mirror.
at Sky last year at the event, and then Sky qualifies and actually plays the event himself? It's like, oh, I wanted to be up on that stage, but I wasn't, and now I qualified it 1 year later. Like that would be a great piece. Can we all sign up for some great human emotions here?
I mean, I sign up
Human
that it'd be a
elements.
great piece. I also sign up that there's no chance of it happening.
You know what? You know what's an
Begging
even
for the
better story?
Swedes, bro.
There's another Swedish player who really wanted to make LAN. His name is Kevster, and he never got to make LAN. And I think it'd just be a really human piece if Kevster made LAN. It's up and coming player. It's up and coming Swedish player that what you all know about.
No, Kevster made LAN, but End sucked. Like they just bombed out. Like the EMEA failed us
I'm
for a year
talking
straight.
about this year. I'm not going to talk about this year.
But we get a redemption story either way. I'm picking up what Avril is peddling. I'm on that side.
No.
Yeah.
Up and coming player Kevster hasn't made LAN yet in
Up and coming.
2025, and I think he deserves to make LAN one time in 2025.
All right.
Vipitas.
I think you're off the goop if you don't think Al Qadsiah is going to win this entire tournament. Like they've just been sandbagging the entire stage, undefeated.
Yes.
I've been huff and goop.
Yeah, I mean, Al
I'm a
Qadsiah has just
goopster.
not shown any significant sign of weakness all year, unless you count Saudi eLeague, which we've established is Mickey Mouse. So,
I mean, even before when they did go like toe to toe with that weird admins and disqualifications and all that, it has been close.
Yeah, I mean the Al Qadsiah Twisted Minds matchup, it always brings something.
Yeah, it's never been like a complete shutout. So
No, it's always been really close. But logically, I don't think you can bet against Al Qadsiah. It's just like, oh, this is the one time they're gonna
maybe
lose.
it's the time. Maybe it's the time.
No, you're like trying to.
I think the only way Al Qadsiah lose is if the meta just like drastically changes to be like something that they just can't play, and I don't think that's happening.
But how drastic does it have to change though? Like
if it was
would
like
have to
per
be-
Masaria, like maybe.
Sure, yeah, like.
But that
But
is
there's
your cooking.
that's not going to happen, yeah, because like,
Like, what do we say?
I think it'd need to be
Bad for
something
Al Qad?
obscure.
yeah, Al Qad are
Did
going
he
to.
had play Zarya?
Yeah, well, yeah, but not like as good as like Diva or anything like that. like-
You would basically, I think you would need like a Junker Queen or like Hazard meta. If it's Ball or Winston, you bring in
Sure.
Chase. If it's Diva or Risa, you have Ziad. Like it needs to be obscure, and I don't think that's happening.
yeah, I agree.
They're chilling.
All right, let's give Al Qad the title.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We
Now
won you
battle for
over.
second place.
But remember this when Twisted Minds does the run back. Just remember. Don't.
We will.
Donna,
remember.
you've abandoned VP already. I thought you were on the train for VP winning it.
Yeah, train for second.
Oh,
Dude,
come on,
no,
dude.
I would love to
Guy
see a
was never a
TM
real
in
fan.
the. I don't know if it's realistic. I think I would love to see the Al Qad TM again in a finals
Yes.
because the storyline has gone kind of hard this year with the Al Qad TM rivalry. It's been sick to watch.
Josh has the vision.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I can actually see Virtus Pro choking the third place.
Don't say those curse words.
What do you mean?
I can't.
I mean, it was 3-2.
too.
It was 3-2 when Twisted Minds played VP in the regular
Yeah.
season. Like it's, I think there's hairs of like.
I think they win the initial matchup, but Twisted Minds, like we've seen them do it before. They did it in EWC where they looked terrible against Sign Esports, and then they just kind of locked in. I think we could see something similar happen here.
Yes, more.
As much as I hate to say it, I do think Twisted Minds, they learn from their mistakes.
Keep getting it twisted. I love this narrative.
I don't like the
this.
narrative.
It's a what? I mean, this is kind of sick. Like, this is a sick bracket. Twisted Mind get revenge over VP for knocking them down. They make the lower bracket run, and then they're head to head versus Al Qad in finals. I think
Yeah.
that's a good. This is a good
Guys,
script
guys, are
written-
Twisted Minds the Falcons of EMEA if Al Qadsiah's Raccoons?
maybe.
What are you?
Dude, Falcons didn't even fucking make it. You see that fucking
Calm down.
Well, yeah, I guess not in stage 3, but
Chill out.
yeah. But yeah,
Here's-
I mean, I see what I pick up what you're putting down.
Here's why I don't think it's fair, because I actually credit a lot to Yubi for that Esports World Cup performance. And so, because I think it was made quite clear that like you'll be brought a lot when it comes to like the shot calling and the leadership and obviously like the Symmetra play for that team. And so the fact they're playing mostly Psycho now, it's not the same team in my eyes. And that's why I'm kind of doubting Twisted Minds.
You can always bring him in. He's not going anywhere. He's you make it sound like he died.
Yeah, I just felt like they picked the Psycho direction and now they have to live and die by that in stage 3. And then, maybe, who knows, bring back you before.
Yeah. Well, once a coach makes
Worlds.
a decision, they're not allowed to change their mind.
I've heard that.
Well,
I've heard that.
One and done.
there's no coach for Twisted Minds, so
Well, yeah.
flip of the coin.
Oh, you're right. You're
They
right.
arm wrestle for the right to play.
I guess Psycho's a stronger man of the two. Okay. Look, I think it's a bit of a toss-up between Virtus Pro and Twisted Minds, but I would go Virtus Pro personally because I think they're better right now. But if you told me that like Twisted Minds individually, they're going to pop off, I get it. Should we just have a vote and move on to our next bracket here? Virtus Pro, Twisted Minds?
I'm going for VP.
Going VP.
TM.
TM.
I'll go TM.
Yes.
WW.
Look at the story we've woven. It's beautiful.
Al Qadsiah versus
It is
Twisted
beautiful.
is the El
agree.
Clasico of EMEA.
Yep.
So yeah.
Gotta be done. It's gotta be
It's
done.
the forever final of EMEA.
Yep.
Can't believe we're leading into narratives and weaving stories and bullshit.
Whoa, no
Yeah.
way,
It's our job
bro.
as entertainers.
What the hell?
Okay. All right.
Get this guy.
All right.
It's I don't
My
even think it
emotions
is.
died a long
We're
time
just
ago.
going based off facts and history.
Facts.
We're a
Okay.
facts and logic based podcast.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. We're bringing it back. Thank you. We're bringing it back to Plat Chat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, let's have a quick look at North America too, and then we'll head over to Korea because there's brackets everywhere. Team Liquid against Nightmare. We got Space Station against GK and Sakura and Team Zed waiting in the lower bracket here. So I guess we could just start with Team Liquid. They're 7-0, stage 3. Everyone talked about how dominant they were. There was a perfect meta with Wu Yang. Does this change? Like we briefly discussed it. Does it change anything in when it comes to their dominance?
I think just Liquid looked the best.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question if Liquid wins this first one.
Yeah. I think you could argue the Space Station GK thing because on the day, I still think that with the Wrecking Ball Winston, like the dive, it's still a higher ceiling. I think GK win that Space Station game, so it'll be a Liquid GK rematch again. I mean, dude, if these go to map 5s again, it'll be such a banging bracket.
GK should be weaker without the Wuyan, honestly.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
DK's not going to be bad at Kiri Lucio though.
Yeah, yeah. It's not
We
like
haven't
they're
seen
gonna-
much of them play it because they've been so Lucio Wuyan built.
But it is.
And
It's like
not
90% of the comp.
not this stage, but like you look at how they did in stage 2 and like they're comfortable on it.
You spoke to someone from GK just the other day, didn't you know?
Yeah, I spoke to Kuffa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, give us some insight. What Kaffa say about the recent struggles? Because GK they did lose the last 2 matches.
Yeah, so basically what it came down to, at least like if I interpreted what Kuffa was saying correctly, is that like because they played so late in the season, Space Station and Liquid got a lot of time to basically get a good download on GK. They figured out like the Wu Yang comps that GK was leaning into and like the ball, the more dive styles, and GK didn't quite have the same amount of data against Liquid and Space Station. So he sounded very confident though that they've kind of been able to fix the problems. Well, I mean, every player would, of course. They're not going to go on and say, ooh, yeah, I don't think we're going to do too good.
Scrims suck. It's going horribly.
We're
I don't
getting
know what you're
cooked.
doing.
No one put us high in your brackets. We're bowing out now.
Scrims looking good, fellas.
But yeah, I think with this patch coming in, things getting shaken up, even if it's just a little bit, and you know, like obviously the Wu Yang being taken out, like they're not going to be relying on the Wu Yang as much. So, which is what Space Station Liquid kind of figured out how to beat. So they're going back to like the old style that kind of made them untouchable in stage 2. I think
They're
GK
playing
could,
Bat Weaver.
Pap Weaver. I mean,
Honestly, I could see them doing it. Like not permanently, but like as a pocket pick.
It's what made them untouchable in stage 2.
circuit in the pool it is right for playoffs. Am I crazy?
They changed the
Uh,
maps.
They did change him. Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I think they
right.
might have taken it
God
out.
damn
think they might have taken it out.
It's not in World Finals. I know that for sure.
Okay. Well, then it's not. It's probably not here then. All right.
No,
Let's
it's
see.
Junkertown, Rialto, Watchpoint.
Yeah, so yeah, they took
Oh,
it out.
okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. And also they played it on OWCS, which is also not in the pool. So live river bad, nerfed across the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna because the patch notes didn't change shit either. So.
I would put GK over Space Station right now if that's what we're asking.
I like it.
I'm kind of a Space Station believer, but
I like the Space Station underdog story.
I do think CJ has a lot of OWCS fantasy points. He's raking it in for my team.
Sick.
Yeah, I think
if we're going off
close.
fantasy as a metric, we need to consider that Team Liquid will not be able to play because Tree has been killed by a mob of angry fantasy fans.
Inting. God damn.
People are mad at him. I don't know if you guys seen the fantasy Discord, but
like I think Vega and Zero are always the top scorers regardless. So they shouldn't be too mad. Yeah, I mean I could relent here. I think it's gonna be damn close. I think GK winning is fine.
I am also a little bit of a Space Station believer here. I mean, I don't think, this is going to come down to the tank matchup quite a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
The pool is really good, has been good for Hawk.
Hawk is fucking. He's been fucking.
He's really good.
You can always count on Sugar Free. And so I actually think that Space Station, with some of the Wu Yang nerfs, I actually think Space Station have a real good shot in this one. Maybe the Wu Yang nerfs are not enough, but this would be the time.
Can I raise you the fact that GK will be doing better without the Wu Yang, considering that they're playing more dive? The Kiri Lucio is arguably better to play alongside the Ball and Winston comps than the Wu Yang.
Especially now because Wu Yang has 25 less health. That guy's gonna get.
They won't be playing Wu Yang. I think that's a foregone conclusion. But they will. Their dive comps that they like will be stronger with Akiri Lucio, and in theory, the dive comps will be able to beat the ground-based Zarya comps.
They've been playing more Ram and stuff. I mean, they still play
a little,
Zarya mostly, but they can have multiple looks, I guess.
Let's talk about someone else who underperformed. Maimon. Do you think Maimon can perform a little better in this matchup? Yeah. Because I think Maimon struggled this past week or so, and now
in the
he's gone up against Sugar Free.
I think Maimon's going to get owned by Sugar Free. Sugar Free, look at his stats for like every single game that they play, every single map. It's insane. Like he has the least deaths on his team. He has the highest kills. Like he is fucking insane. Like,
it's the haircut.
It might be the haircut. Yeah, actually.
Okay,
but
I actually do have an opinion. I think I think when you are locking in for playoffs and everyone's triple blocking and going really hard and putting the most effort in, I think the teams that are closer are gonna have an advantage. And I think Space Station is one of those teams where the players just don't jive as well. I think historically speaking, they're not as close as some of the other teams are. They don't live together. They have the option to, but some of them refuse to. So I think I might go with GK. I think they're the more familiar I guess a team is more than the individual players. Exactly. It's the combination of the parts, and I think I might flip flop here. I might say GK.
Yeah, probably the more safe team, honestly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't go for Space Station. I think GK the safer pick. Space Station performed super well recently, but I actually think
Let's also
RuPaul's right. Maybe RuPaul's right. We are going to dive meta. It's GK, baby. GK dive meta.
I would like to point out one more thing about Space Station. They did go to map 5 against Extinction, who are now in promotion relegation.
Yeah, get GK up here. Yeah. Get GK up here. Yeah.
But when you lock in for playoffs and you're triple blocking and you take it seriously, then Space Station. See, I was just trying to.
Wait, that week SSG was 0 blocking and no scrims that week.
Yes, 0 blocking.
Overwatch 2025. It happens. It seems like I'm alone with my Space Station hopium here, but let the record know that I would have predicted Space Station here. Seems like we're going with GK, and then it seems like we're going with Liquid for Nightmare too.
As well. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Now this is more interesting.
So
Well,
how have you been
is
liking
it-
Sakura then?
not enough.
Not enough to take him over at Nightmare.
It's still Space Station Nightmare win those games. Like,
Yeah,
the gap,
let's be real.
unfortunately, is just too big. The tier break is like top 3, Nightmare, and then top 3, tier break, Nightmare, tier break. Yeah, and then everybody else.
Yeah, and
I
then
think.
Sakura and Team Z are
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
they're kinda
like Space
duking it
Station
out.
probably win against Nightmare. Like, it's. Yeah, Nightmare just didn't look so hot.
I think
and Space Station
Nightmare
looked good.
did it before. They can do it again. They can end up top 3, steal the spot.
If they
I
made LAN, it'd be
The
incredible.
I am-
same
I am
Nightmare
also-
Space Station.
They
Oh,
did it.
playoffs
They did
game?
it before.
I am also kind of leaning toward Nightmare here.
Nightmare's triple
Oh,
blocking today. I just interviewed Painkiller, and they're going crazy right now.
They
This is
on they're doing their boot
They're
camp
boot
right now, right?
camping.
In
Yeah,
Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in Florida.
Yeah,
they're
they're at
doing the boot camp
Miami.
again.
Seeker comes in at 11 p.m. They did 2 triple blocks the day before yesterday and then yesterday. Today they have a break. But he's like, they're uncovering things. They're trying new things. And yeah, the Space Station don't even like live together. Like, I don't know. Like I do think that like the most OP thing you can do to prepare for playoffs is like have lunch together every day for like a week.
Okay.
I'm not even lying.
That's kind of a
Um,
simple thing, but yeah, like
yeah.
bonding like that goes crazy, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and like when the stakes are high and everyone's really on the same page and united, you can see like transformative things. So I'm speaking anecdotally. Like I've had teams that look like complete shit, and then we just honestly don't change too much strategically. We just like start listening better. We start trusting more, and you can level up a shit ton. So I'm gonna wildcard pick here. Go Nightmare.
I'll second it. I'll +2 that.
Oh my god.
I
Flack
think
doesn't want to
this
lose
is
his
an
streak.
I think this is an insane fucking prediction, but
This is
Okay,
a poll. This is a
let-
deep poll. Yeah.
Jaws. Let me pull a throwback for you here, right? They
Okay.
they last played Space Station in week 1 when it was their second
Yeah.
game after playing Liquid, and they still took a map.
That's true. Yeah, their week 1 was
Their week
yeah,
1 was
they couldn't
Liquid
GK.
SSG back to back, and they
Like
took
GK,
2
yeah.
maps.
a map, and it was one map. It was Ilios. It was Control, which is a.
they
fraud
are the
map.
kings of Ilios.
Yeah, they are. My heart probably says Nightmare because like it would be insane if they make tournament again. Like they've been to every single LAN, like the org at least. But
Isn't that what it's
Space
about?
Station
Listening to your
is
heart.
They're just better. Hawk is feasting every game. Sugar Free is just popping. Like it's so hard, man. I think I'd
PK
have
can learn
to,
to
say
play
Space
Ram around
Station.
the Czar.
Rocket's back on Tracer.
Rocket, yeah, okay. Rocket back on Tracer's pretty good, but Sugar Free, I think, is a better Tracer.
I mean, first of all, if Seeker takes down Chronic in the head-to-head as well in the Nightmare SSG matchup, that would also just be another insane. Six storyline
Yeah,
So
it
crazy.
would, yeah.
where Nightmare just comes out on top again. Seeker gets to beat the person who replaced him on SSG. Especially if Seeker does it on Freya, which is I don't think is going to happen, but still that would
And,
be even
and
more
here's the
amazing.
thing: not only is that a 6 storyline, but does it not also logically make sense that veteran OWL superstar Seeker is able to beat rookie Chronic?
Wow, that
Chronic's
is
not a
Yeah.
you
rookie.
are pushing.
Chronic's not a rookie.
He was on Pirates in pajamas a year ago. Like,
that is you're kind almost
Okay,
kind of is.
almost.
Compared to Seeker, yeah, I'd
Compared
say
to Seeker,
he's, like,
sure,
more rookie.
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
Seeker is, but
I wanna see he's, like,
can't
green.
tell
I
you.
love Chronic. I
but-
love Chronic. I did his interview. He's a great guy, but like, yeah.
oh, it's just so difficult.
I can't
It's
tell
so
you I'm going
difficult,
SSG.
man.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be
SSG.
SSG.
So anyway,
Jaws,
SSG.
Jaws, listen,
So it's gotta be
Jaws, listen to
SSG.
your
Just
heart.
can't.
I'm going
I
SSG
just
here,
if
'cause,
I'm proven wrong, I'm actually gonna be pretty fucking happy. But I think SSG.
I could see Nightmare doing it if it made sense, like with compositionally and like the playstyles favor them, and like maybe they're able to play.
They have 2
you know,
tanks.
kind of like what
They can
really
adapt.
kind of like what made them a threat at EWC as well, where like they they were able to play like a lot of like Freya Venture and beat some of these brawl comps, and like maybe Hawk, you can expose Hawk's hero pool somewhat if you play some of that stuff. But like then I just think about what Space Station, what they're gonna play, Sugar Free popping off on the Tracer and whatnot, and I just don't see it. Like I don't see it, so I'm going SSG. I'm sorry.
I can see it, but I think SSG, on average, the much better team right now. I think this stage of SSG is much better than last stage of SSG. So
Yeah.
So I'm hearing
Yeah.
everyone sees the vision. They just aren't willing to commit like we are. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you, Plat Chat. Okay.
I see it. It's in the distance. It's like a distant vision, but I'm like,
It's like a
you know,
mirage.
SG is right here. SG is just, it's already present. We already have it right here.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's
Seeing
gonna
SG
happen.
choke twice in a row would be kind of funny. Would be
True.
kind of funny.
What's gonna
What?
happen is that new arcade mode, the Haunted Masquerade, that's 6v6. Known 6v6 enjoyer Hawk is gonna be too busy playing that mode, and he's gonna come in off kilter for that match.
Real quick
Bro, it's
aside on
part
that mode. I'll take 2 seconds on this one.
Okay.
That mode has reminded me again why 6v6 complete dog shit. Triple shields. I played against a Rhine, a Brig, and a Ram. And by the way, for those who don't realize,
Sounds
Brig
awesome.
and Rhine together, Brig permanently has her IMAX shield when she plays with the Rhine. And her shield gets buffed to 400 when she plays with the Rhine. Triple shield! It's Ram, Rhine, and Brig to get 3 shields!
And when they get the
Fucking
Lupa mat, like
Fuck
the match,
6v6.
they're like
Fuck
flying
6v6.
around.
Dog shit. Fuck you, Samita. Fuck 6v6.
Clip it and ship it.
Spitting, bro. He's spitting.
Avril, you're gonna be
Okay.
real upset when you realize that this is like Junk and Son's lab. They're testing team ups to come to the main game.
Dude, those teams
It's
are
not happening.
cool.
I've
please,
sent the
no,
email to
bro.
Aaron
Those are
Kell already.
cool.
I've
They're not even
sent the
crazy.
email already. I'm holding certain people hostage to make sure that this doesn't ever happen.
Like the
Don't
Junkrat
worry,
Roadhog one is really
I've
fun.
sold the guys. You can thank me later when team ups don't happen on Overwatch. You'll know it's because of me. You'll know because I saved Overwatch. It's true.
Fucking team ups, bro.
Guys, we'll never see Junkrat in Pro unless they have like a cool little gimmick thing he can do with his little concussion mine.
Oh my god.
I thought
Jake's
it was
retired. We
honestly-
don't need to see him come back.
Yeah, we,
Bro,
we
it's
don't.
cool. He like
We
lights
don't
people on
need-
fire.
We don't
PDK,
need more
think we're in the middle of
Junkrat.
it. Yeah, we don't see it anymore. I think I was really sobering that one morning a few days ago when I woke up and opened competitive Overwatch Reddit, and the biggest thread was like, "Oh, here's why team ups are bad for Overwatch," and it was a really sobering moment because I was like, "Holy shit." This would have been so easy to just be like, oh, sick, a new hype system for Overwatch, bring all the systems and all the gameplay, and like, holy shit, we love change, we love additions, like, great work. But the community straight up rallied and was just like, no, this maybe just wouldn't be good
It's
for Overwatch.
ass. No, it
This
wouldn't be
wouldn't
good
be a
for
good
Overwatch.
thing. Like, it just
This
makes-
is one of the few features we have a direct kind of like one-to-one comparison because team ups exist in Marvel Rivals, and I'll be honest, like I tried it, hated it.
Wait, those ones are like broken though. I think small things are
There's
fine.
no reason to believe it
game
wouldn't
is
be the same.
broken. Every
That's true,
character
that's
is
fair.
broken.
I don't
in
even
that
want
game.
small things. I don't even
It's-
want small things.
It's
No.
just this
Guys,
is a
but
non
remember, perks are great.
this
Like
is a
some people didn't want perks.
section of
We love perks
Perks
now.
are different.
Like,
Perks are so different.
perks. I love
That's-
perks. Team ups, bro. If we get team up Junkrat fucking hog and he gets the fucking slingshot him with the fucking hook or some shit.
no, the hook
That's how they fix
explodes.
that character.
It's
Oh, the hook explodes. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. Like, sweet, man. Like, yeah, great. I can't wait to have that in fucking.
The
Go
casual
Fight
players who
fucking
already
props.
hate Roadhog will have a great time with that.
Yeah.
I love rage baiting on this podcast. This is my favorite
Rage
thing.
baiting's good. Rage baiting.
I'm sorry, you don't get to take my
Avril made a
job.
career
That's-
of it.
Yeah,
I don't
Avril
gotta
has
take
made
my
a
job.
career out of rage bait, to be fair. It's good.
If you wanted to make, this would be a great segment. If you made like betting odds on what the next 2026 thing is going to be, and like team power-ups would be like the number one, like clear odds favorite, like the biggest chance of that happening. 66 would be like 80-1. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, but it's already in the game.
80-1.
They already have 6v6 in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll kind of argue that. I think what would be more likely is some kind of like gadgets or deployables.
more deployables
in the
You
main
did-
game?
No.
More
Deployable?
likely than
No.
team ups. More likely than team ups.
Imagine everyone getting like a 1-round Suzu.
No,
I'm not saying it'd be
lose
good.
my mind. I
I'm
would
not
lose
saying it'd be
my
good.
mind. I said some off the
Resurrect your
defense.
teammate on the spot.
Oh, no way.
You can like
No,
pick them up like TV.
I don't think it'd be good, but
At that point, I'll just quit for Marvel Rivals because Overwatch will
It'll
actually
be
just be
the
worse.
same game.
Overwatch will just be worse than Marvel Rivals. A complete dog shit baby game, and Overwatch will be worse than that. Think about it.
Hear me out. 3 perks. We get one more perk. 3 perks each.
$3.
We need to start executing.
we don't have
You
enough
start
buttons.
with
We don't
one.
have enough buttons for 3 perks.
Well, figure it out. You got
That
to
is
have a
more
keyboard.
likely than everything else we've said. 3
3
perks.
perks. You start with one in spawn, then you get another one, and then you get a 3rd perk. More perks. Everyone loves perks. Why don't we
your
get more
third,
perks?
Wait,
your third perk is Suzu on command, 1 second cooldown. And your 4th perk is Resurrection on command, no cooldown.
Mercy players like, yes, finally.
Guys,
Oh,
guys.
it would
What
actually-
if
it would
what
actually
if they
make
took
Mercy
perks?
completely redundant. That
What if
would
they
actually
took
kill Mercy.
perks and made it so that like when you picked one perk, it opens up like a skill tree,
Oh,
and it expanded into like a bunch more perks, and then they could even make like
like a Diablo tree.
a mode where you play against bots and you can try all these different
You're
perks.
thinking of Battleborn? Is that? You guys remember that?
Was so bad. Battleborn was
And then
the
the
game.
fifth, and then the fifth perk is you get a hook, no cooldown either. Of course.
Overwatch killed Battleborn. They came out like the same like week apart or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
murdered
thinking of
that
Battle
shit.
Right, but I do remember Battleborn though, because I used to
Yeah.
sell that game in. Yeah, and it was
Oh.
terrible. It was fucking awful.
Okay.
Terrible.
Wait, so
that's
you
what
say you used to
Apostles just
sell that
pitched.
game?
Terrible game. Well, just like box copies of the game, like just in a game.
Oh.
store.
Oh, okay.
Marvel
Yeah,
Rivals
it-
came out
it was
9
not
years
good.
after Overwatch, and Overwatch is killing that game too. Overwatch is
Yeah,
just known
it's
for killing
slowly
games.
killing
Bro.
it, bro.
Guys,
Check Steam.
it's
Mods, check
chill.
the Steam
Don't worry,
charts.
guys. Don't worry, guys. All right. So
Anyway,
anyway,
can we move on?
so
This
who's gonna win?
conversation was
Liquid-
useless.
Liquid-
Absolutely
Liquid-
fucking
Liquid
useless,
everything.
bro.
I don't
Jesus.
feel good about GK, and I don't feel good about Space Station. So that leaves me
I
with
think
Liquid.
Team Liquid go to the finals, bro.
Okay,
I
Liquid
think
got
Liquid have the
third,
best
and then we
chance
got
of winning.
second.
Actually,
So we follow
The
the
whole thing.
pattern. Only logically makes sense that they're first.
Avril, what would you say? Avril just walked away.
He's gone, bro.
Oh,
does
I
the
don't
Team
know.
Liquid win the whole thing?
I think so too. That makes the most logical sense right now. I don't know about RuPaul's take about Ana being OP, but if there's one team that can do it, and maybe Ana is really good if you have it in certain comps, it's probably fucking Liquid. I think Liquid right now, I think a lot of people put too much stock into GK because they had the stage that they did up until the Space Station, up until the Liquid game, because it was like, okay, sick. They have won all of these games. But it's like, look at the caliber of teams. Their back-ended schedule. I'm not too surprised that Liquid, SSG, etc. could basically look at the VODs for the last 4 or 5 weeks and then go, okay, so they're just doing this shit. And they just every single week, this not the same shit, but like it's hard for GK to hide anything away from other teams to only play SSG and Liquid in those one games. So yeah, I think a lot of people put too much stock into GK. I can see why they did, but right now I think Liquid still stronger. Even if we go to map 5, I still think Infected has beaten that curse. He's beaten the map 5 curse. It doesn't exist anymore. Liquid. I
Okay,
think they-
let me ask you something. Do you think Liquid gets the same success, assuming that they can't pull out the wildcard Sigma comps?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think if it goes dive, they're the better dive team. If it stays the same, they've already went 7-0 regular season. So
Yeah, I think so as well. And I think the wildcard Sigma comp, the problem with that is like no other team is going to play it like Liquid. And I think if you're Liquid as well, you're expecting to win your game. And I think you expect maybe even to play GK. Well, you're going to be playing them at some point at the very least, I'd imagine. So like, there's no way on earth that another team is going to be able to pull out a Sigma comp like that and then do well with it.
I agree. Maybe this is a hot take, but I think Team Liquid only beat GK because of that Sigma comp that GK were just completely unprepared for. And I don't know if they'll be able to like do the same thing, here in playoffs.
you're not going to get practice against that against like anyone else. Like
You might
maybe
not,
Space
but, like-
Station with Hawk at most, and it's not going to be the same way they
But it's
play
not a
it.
surprise anymore. I see what you're saying. It's not a
Yes,
surprise anymore, right? Where it's like, oh shit, what the fuck do we do? Because we're in the server right now. Like, we need to counterpick somehow. Like, we need to go something else. I get it. Yeah. I think there's arguments for both. Oh, it's just so hard. Like, are they even going to pull that shit out again? Is the real question. I just have something internally is just telling me Liquid are going to win that game.
I'm fine
Yeah,
with going
finals.
Liquid,
Yeah.
but I do think that it would not surprise me at all to see GK perform a lot better.
If it's not a map 5, I'll be sad. I think this deserves a map 5, and yeah. If not, maybe a map 4, and it's like super close anyway. But yeah, it's gonna be a close one.
I'm a Liquid believer.
Hmm.
I got Liquid.
I like that. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
And I would like to once again make the case for Space Station Gaming.
Bring it
I'm
back.
still not on board.
I'll go Space Station over GK.
We've basically
Like,
done what we
on
did
the
in
run back.
EMEA. It's the
Let's go.
revenge
On
bracket.
the run back.
It's the,
I think-
it's the TM revenge bracket.
Renanthera, you were on my side about Nightmare beating Space Station, but you're gonna put Space Station over GK.
Well, because like in our imaginary scenario, they lose they play like nightmare, and because we're gonna say they win. I think like if they make it that far and they get the experience and can like learn from their mistakes, they might bring it to final.
Okay.
It'd be the much more interesting story also.
Sorry,
really
I did
is.
have a hard out, and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Johnny. Liquid are going to win this. I don't want any discussions. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Enjoy,
Jaws.
Enjoy dinner.
Jaws.
Have fun.
Right, now we switch it up. Now we switch it up.
Okay, no, change the whole damn thing.
change
Go
it,
back
change
to
it.
Europe.
Liquid are gonna bomb out. Casaurus is a fraud. No. Liquid number 1.
Wait, they won with Danny in. Remember that, guys? They have a
Yeah, so been Danny. He won't.
Barely.
Danny's the secret weapon. That's the surprise this time. No Sigma.
They
just Danny.
nearly handed Ducks their first map of the stage.
I would like the bracket to look like this. But if you need to let me know if you think GK should be in the finals.
I do
for
think we
it.
see GK finals. I do.
I refuse.
Let's make a choice here.
Refuses?
AVRL?
Liquid.
But who's playing?
No,
though?
who do you think is going to second place?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Who cares about second? Liquid's winning.
What? We're doing a bracket
GK.
for entertainment. It's for the show.
GK Probably on.
What do you mean it
average-
doesn't matter?
Maybe Space Station. No, I think I'll stick with GK here. I'm gonna keep
Yes.
rolling with GK.
Wait, is it 2-2? Reinforce. Who do you pick?
Yeah, I picked the street.
It is
DM Jaws real
2-2.
quick. DM Jaws real quick.
Solomon, what do you
DM
think?
draws real. Yes.
Take the
Just stop
bracket
what
down
you're
if you're
doing.
happy. Oh,
Let's just do that.
That looks so much nicer.
That's right. That's right.
I'm personally a big blue guy.
Here we got some blue.
We need more blue.
Liquid's right there.
Now, I believe in Hawk. Hawk's my tank coat, Western tank coat.
I do too.
He's gonna get second place. All right. So let's just wrap up North America here because we've ran out of talking points. I do want to take a quick peek at Korea as well because Korea playoffs number 1 finished and we got Korea playoffs number 2 starting up for the placements to the World Finals. So we could do this bracket, but I actually do want to do a bit of a recap first because people might see this and they're like, "Oh, how did we get here?" Let's start here. AVRL. What did you make of Falcons losing to Wei? And is Milgaru the truth?
I think Falcons love sandbagging regular season. They're a bit of a twisted minds type of team. You know what I'm saying? They love losing regular season, and then they come through in their government mandated LCQ, and then they win the whole tournament. So that's probably what's going to happen again. The Malga buffs. I see you out there. Falcons. Paying the
No,
big bucks.
we can't
Blizzard
have another
Rise.
Malga meta. We can't do it.
Okay, if you saw my recent tweet, Falcons are winning it all. Falcons are winning all of Stockholm because they buff Malga just in time. And everyone's saying, "Oh, but they're not really big buffs." You don't get it. This is Falcons we're talking about. When Malga's good, Falcons don't lose. So, yeah. No, I think Falcons. They're a weird team, man. They have moments where they look unbelievably good as a team, and moments where this is a really below mid type of team that is so hard to call. But usually in the regular season, they're super off. I'm even trying to remember the specific results from that Way game because I feel like it took place a while ago now. But surprising that they lost. I still don't think Way are that good. Maybe I underestimate them a little bit. They did take 2 maps off of Crazy Raccoon. They dominated Zeta. But I think Zeta are just terrible right now. So hard to say what would have happened if we had a lower bracket. So this is the thing about Korea. Is Korea doesn't run lower brackets for better or worse. Now we can have a debate about we can't. We're not going to. We can have a debate about whether single elimination, double elimination, whatever. Double elimination is usually the better thing. But at the same time, in a single elim situation like this, you just can't afford to lose. It'd be interesting to see what would have happened if Falcons got a lower bracket run. But I don't count Falcons out based on that. This was the Mickey Mouse playoffs anyway. The real playoffs is the next one, and then yeah, we'll see what happens from there.
Just looking at this image is it's ridiculous. Way went from getting 3-0'd by onside to beating Falcons. What are we doing?
This is a great Korea. It's super topsy turvy like that. It's kind of good in a way where you do win and lose games that are strange. It's usually predictable, but sometimes you get these like weird losses coming in. I wish more regions had this though. I think other regions are like very cut and dry. This team will win, and usually they'll win like 3-0 as well.
Valid, I guess.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed when I watched Way actually, and it feels like they just had a stylistically good matchup against Falcons there as well. Like, you know, we've kind of talked about this, but with the introduction of like Venture and Freya, like it gives a couple of these teams like a fairly reliable option to bring out against some of the teams who like playing more brawl heavy styles, right? And I think Way did a pretty good job with that, and like I mentioned, Milgaro as well. On the Wrecking Ball did look good in that matchup, but then you see Way going up against Crazy Raccoon, and the matchup is more like pure dive, Sombra Tracer, and it's just not at all catering to Way's game, and they're just kind of like exposed by Crazy Raccoon because like they can't do that as well. But against Falcons, it definitely did look like stylistically they were able to play some comfort, and they didn't get like they weren't put under too much pressure from Falcons. So I was still pretty impressed by Way. I don't know, Renanthera or Apostle, if you follow Korea and watch those games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with AVRL in this case. Like, I think it's hard to predict just because it is a more volatile type of like group of teams. Falcons is a like mystery as to like how they operate for me. Like, I just think that team could look like the best in the world one day, and yeah, not so good the other day. It's hard to predict.
I genuinely kind of hate Falcons for what they do with their matches. It genuinely makes me angry how like they go from losing all regular season. They have insane wild like runs in the last chance qualifiers. I mean, don't even get me started on the fact that they like got to the Esports World Cup in the first place and then ended up getting a 4-0 in the most one-sided finals we've seen since Overwatch League. Like it's a team that by all accounts just should not be able to get the results page they do. And but even with all that being said, they do show up when it matters. They do somehow find
we all
ways
know
to
Fox
pull.
Gonna win. Yeah,
They find ways to pull wins
How do we
out that
get
they have
there?
no business winning.
It's the
based
Malga
on their
bride.
results.
It's time. We saw the patch notes, guys. We don't have to talk about it. Like it's
no, yeah, they're winning the
It's
World
like-
Finals.
yeah, it's
We're
over.
just figuring out how to get there. It's like it's like when you're watching a movie and the protagonist is about to die, and you're like, the protagonist literally can't die. Like they're immortal, they're invincible. So
yeah,
like,
they have the plot armor.
what they have plot armor. So like, what are we doing here? Like Falcons is the same thing. It's just like, okay,
I
they
mean,
lost a
Proper is
match
the main
this way, but-
character, right? Like we've all decided
And
as a
he's
community.
he's not even nominated for Esports Player of the Year.
Oh, it's
They nominated that
Stalker,
bench
right?
guy that no one knows. Who's that bench guy again? I don't know who that is.
No clue.
Dude, that's how you know Stalker is the GOAT, because he's getting nominated without even having stepped foot on the field.
How did that even happen?
Sheer aura.
No, they decided it.
What do you mean,
way
how did that
before.
happen?
They
It's
decided it
Esports
before
Awards.
EWC.
Oh,
They
fair.
like did the nominations before that anyway. Anyway.
I have stories about the esports awards for a future episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
What he's doing, he's sitting in the seat, be like, you got to bring me back so we can tell the story about the.
Avril knows all the tricks.
Damn it.
Can't slide it past him.
that shit.
Yeah.
Rage bait
Just like,
episode one.
just like
empty
Falcons
promises
couldn't
episode
slide the
two.
Malga patch past me. I see it all, man. I see it all.
I wouldn't be surprised if they nominated Stalker because he has the most followers or something. I don't even know if Stalker is nominated, but you know, that would be the way I could
So-
see them doing it. So here we
Korea
go.
has both a they have a this okay, so this the second playoffs has like an LCQ portion and then the actual bracket portion.
Wait, so why do they
Um,
do it differently?
Okay, so I can sort of explain what Korea's thinking is. Korea's thinking is this system, this stage replaces the seeding matches from the last few stages. If you guys remember that, they used to play after the regular season. They would play like a bunch of seeding games where like the top 4 teams would play in a round robin. The bottom 4 teams after that would play in like their own bracket, and the 9th team is eliminated. And then in the seeding matches, yeah, this is what that is. And you play for seeding, and the top 2 seeds move forward into the bracket with like a better position, and they play through single elimination bracket. They got rid of that seeding qualify and just did a playoffs bracket essentially, and then they're just doing another playoffs. And the goal of all of this is so that the best teams play each other more for the fans, which I think is dope. Actually, I think the format is confusing otherwise when you understand like the whole point. is they just want to have more like T1 Falcons, Crazy Coon, Wake, Zeta play against each other. It's like,
And these are all LAN games too, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super
yeah,
cool.
they're thriving.
Okay.
They're living out there in Korea. Time of their lives. So here we are, Team Falcons against Onside. Don't think we need to spend too much time on this one, at least.
You don't think Knife is gonna go crazy and beat the Falcons?
If you say it, I'll believe it. But otherwise,
I'm a big attack fan, but as much as I want Onside to win, I know that Falcons will somehow upset the rules of natural order and find a way to win.
This is not even an upset. Like,
well, no, not really. But
yeah, they saved the magic for like randomly in the semifinal against Crazy Raccoons. Yeah, this is a foregone conclusion, I think.
Yep.
AVRL, you said Zeta division suck. Is there any hope?
Dude, oh my god, they look terrible right now. This is like gonna be the biggest This is gonna be an insane rebuild for Zeta division after this year. I would be surprised if they came back with anywhere close to the same roster. However, what do you even do here? I think they're gonna steal a bunch of players from Way. Maybe get a Knife or some shit. I don't know. Like Zeta is so cooked right now. Alpha E looks like the best player on the team. Bernard's fallen off somehow. Somehow they're playing more Mag than Bernard now. I'm
a Mag defender. I'll say right now.
Finn's probably gone.
You're a Mag defender.
I am a Mag defender.
You're not invited back on the podcast.
I'm a Mag. I'm a Mag attacker.
Pelican's like kind of invisible. Alpha E is probably the best DPS on the team.
Let me offer you guys something. We talked about the potential for an Ana meta, right? Finn, Bliss, Ana Brig, Mag on Winston.
Is that supposed to beat Falcons?
Right?
Yeah.
Someone on Winston? Chio Fielder? Are we huffing copium?
Falcons are I know on paper.
We're listening.
I know on paper Falcons should be good at that, but they are somehow MAGA merchants.
Yeah, but they got someone. You got someone in the mix now. You know they so you know.
Listen, I know I was rooting for Twisted Minds, but like I think I had some legs for that one. Like this is Onside over Falcons is crazy.
Zeta division against Falcons even.
Yeah.
Look, we will name an award after you if that prediction comes true. But until
I'll give you $8,000.
Yeah.
$8,000. Wow. Junkbuck's gonna be like, what the fuck? I get $8,000.
Get me on Plat Chat. They're handing away money.
Listen. Statistically, Zeta have to make at least one LAN.
No.
Unfortunately, it's a meritocracy.
Oh, they didn't make any lands last year. They did make EWC this year. They didn't even make that, which is insane.
There's too much human emotion on this episode.
The problem is, if Zeta wanted to make LAN, they needed to have a much better result versus Way, ideally beat them. The fact that Way are that much better than Zeta right now is insane to me.
They beat them on like multiple different comps.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why can we say Falcons are
been...
sandbagging, but we can't say that Zeta sandbagged?
Because they never make
Zeta division has never shown anything.
Falcons lose and then they win, and then they actually win the World Finals and they win the EWC. Zeta, they never make it. They've been sandbagging for 2 years, bro.
You're not a sandbag. If you are the sandbag. Like there's no going past it. Like
you have to be at the top to start sandbagging, you know. But if you're struggling to get any wins, you were just at rock bottom, right? Like,
listen, I remember there was a brief period in stage 2 where Zeta were at the top of the leaderboard. I'm holding on to that.
You got the screenshots, wallpapers up on the monitors.
Yep.
Well, you can hold that, and Zeta will hold the L, and we can promote Falcons, and now it gets interesting.
Hey man, I'm rocking the Zeta division banner in game, like from their bundle. So
who hurt you?
Yeah, I'm a Zeta fan as well. I love Alfie. I've been a big Alfie supporter here. I was devastated when he swapped to support. So happy back to DPS. I love Pelican as well. But you're not going to get me to root for Mag. I'm sorry. That Mag has had so much slack more than anyone else for like continuing to get chances on like top teams. Like it's about time Mag went to Dildox or something, and I was able to re-earn his slots. And then if Mag popped off on Dildox, welcome back into the warmth. Not to say that Dildox are really cold, but then you can at least get another chance on a top team. But Mag has gone from opportunity to partner team, And it's about time we throw in the towel. So Falcons going to beat them, which leads us to Crazy Raccoon, Team Falcons. Another banger here. But it does feel like Crazy Raccoon are just on their A game right now. And it has to be a bit of an upset.
I'm playing a bit of a weird meta right now. They are like perma playing Sombra like all the time. And not even always lip Sombra too. Sometimes he's saying Sombra. It's very interesting, the meta read that they have. Obviously things could change going into this week, given the new patch. But this is a big I don't know, man. Falcons could really come through with a big win here. Do I even call it an upset if they win? It probably wouldn't be, because Falcons have been the only team that really beat Crazy Raccoon. Crazy Raccoon probably more stable right now. If I don't know how much I want to go all in on Falcons. I think Falcons probably still make land, but Crazy Raccoon is probably more likely to win this game.
I will say, in the Crazy Raccoon T1 match I saw, he's saying Loki looked like the best player in the world. I don't know if playoffs he's saying is a thing, but if it does become a thing, I'm in on Crazy Raccoons.
They need that. Last year I was part of the Heesang underperforms when it matters camp last year, if I recall correctly. It was a year ago. But I was pretty sure I was in that camp for a while. Now I'm in the camp that merit on not anything other than hit scan is a bit of a setback. And so if Falcons show up to this matchup and merit starts bringing out the fucking Symmetra or like Sombra Tracer or shit, like it's just over. Like I can't see Falcons winning. So it'd have to be with merit popping off on hit scan. Otherwise I just can't see a Falcons win.
Yeah, I second everything that Reinforce says. I also have a clear bias. I think Shu's like the best flex support in the world.
Finally.
If Ana is meta, like it's I think it's Raps.
See, it's
Dude,
interesting
that guy
you
was
say
playing
that.
Ana even when it wasn't. This guy was playing Ana even this last stage regular season.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
worked
pretty
with Shu at
sure-
Toronto Esports. He like single-handedly changed my mind on like how you should play support, because he's so lethal and like opportunistic, and I think he's like, if it's an Ana meta, I don't think it's a question of who wins personally.
It's interesting because I'm pretty sure this is Shu. I might be thinking of a different Korean Ana, but I remember like watching like ranked VODs or something, and like I think Shu is the Ana that will actually consistently pick the headshot perk, and he was doing that even before it got buffed.
No. He was not. He was
Not in ranked. Was that someone else?
Oh, in ranked, I don't know, but in officials, he was picking like.
Yeah. No,
Whatever the other
this
pick
wasn't.
was.
This was a ranked like VODs I was
Right.
watching.
Okay, sorry, I misheard.
But
This would be the
he's
time to bring it
practiced
out
on
though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shu back in the day was a DPS player, like long time ago.
Me too.
Is like, yeah. So you know, I think DPS as support has been a better transition for historically then.
He's doing the opposite of shy, you know. From flexible to DPS, he went from
Reverse
DPS to
shy.
flexible.
Yeah.
I low-key love the point or that Apostle kind of just made, that come to think of it, you kind of would have to practice with the perk, because you wouldn't instinctively, I guess, kind of like go for it without the perk. You wouldn't really.
I mean, if you
go
play
for it.
BAP, if you play like Kiri and stuff, I don't think it requires a ton of adjustment.
Well,
You
I mean,
don't
I'm sure the
think?
good players can like adjust on the fly, but
She was like the
it
best
helps. It helps if you're
modifier.
used to it.
Yeah, I mean, she like plays like DPS and ranked also. He's like champ on that. Like he's a shooter, shoot.
Yeah, maybe I'm sleeping a little bit on their actual abilities here, but I have to aim for the head. I'm not familiar. Like, but I don't know. I thought
I never
like,
had to do that on Reinhardt.
yeah, I never had to aim for the head. Like I'm not used to it. No, I don't know, but I thought it interesting. Like maybe if you're an honor player and you haven't practiced shooting heads, then maybe there would be some muscle memory or something that failed you. Come on, I'm bringing out the muscle memory card. That's when you know I'm struggling here. But I don't know. I thought it was a decent point. Okay, T1 against Wei. I'm a little bit bullish on Wei. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. T1 though might be a bit too much.
I'm on Team Wei.
Your Team Wei.
I think I'm on Team Wei.
I think they vastly overperformed in the regional playoffs. I think realistically they're not getting past like the top 3 teams.
Yeah, I think they're an overperformer team, generally speaking. They are looking better, but like The Wu Young nerf actually probably helps him. I've personally not enjoyed Marco Wu Young at all the entire stage.
I mean, Wei took 2 maps off. Oh, sorry.
There's a world where like if they actually improve. Now there is a chance, but I think T1 are still on average the better team. Like betting odds, T1 would definitely be the team you would take instead of Wei. Even though they lost to Crazy Raccoon, didn't look good at all.
Wei took 2 maps off of Crazy Raccoons the last time they played.
He did.
That was like not even that long ago.
And
it was
T1
like last weekend.
only took 1.
So I'm doing the like parody. I'm like, who takes more maps off of what I think is the best team? Wei took another. So I think that's how I'm leading.
And they both 4-0'd Zeta.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Am I changing some minds? Maybe.
I will.
Do you see the way?
This. I'm
Just for
so
that, I'm going T1.
I'm so anti T1 whenever they are in a finals, but this is not a finals.
Exactly.
I will say though, it wasn't even that T1 played poorly against Crazy Raccoon, but I think Crazy Raccoon were so locked in for that finals that it just looked dominant.
That is facts, yeah.
Like Junbin was on one. From what I saw, like Junbin was absolutely pounding on the wrecking ball. Just like an outstanding performance. And so that kind of like made it look one-sided, but I actually don't think maybe it was. Like I wouldn't dismiss T1 based on their finals performance that much. So I still think T1 should be able to take down someone like Wei. I'm not reading in too much of them losing 4-1 to Chris Raccoon.
So it was a 3-0 for T1 in the regular season.
Didn't they play at like the start?
Week 3.
Week 3?
We're pulling out all the stuff there. We're pulling out all the...
I mean, the meta has developed quite a lot in the last like 2
has.
weeks, especially. So
I'm going T1 here. In this,
T1 is just the more proven team.
Sorry. Oh, wait. We're talking about Falcons T1? I talked about T1 Wei.
Yeah, I was talking about T1
Yeah,
Wei.
T1 Wei, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll throw in that there's a little bit of an emotional aspect for me because I was very high on all gamers going into EWC, and they just look like the worst team there.
Oh, by far.
So
Their meta read was terrible.
Yeah,
tournament.
after that, I cannot, in good conscience, kind of believe in them again.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I would be pretty happy to like leave this rest of the bracket pretty straightforward. Like I got Falcons find a way to beat Wei, even though I liked Wei's composition in their previous matchup. I got Falcons beating them because they're Falcons or some bullshit like we talked about before. They got the story.
When it comes to Falcons, I'm just like, they can't keep getting away with it. Surely they can't make another finals.
I think you can make the case that Wei should be favored against Falcons. Obviously based on their last matchup. But I think that stylistically as well, like the compositions, they kind of favor Wei. Like I said, Milgaru, bit of a freak on the ball. So I could actually see someone saying that Wei should be favored against Falcons, but Falcons have plot armor. And so I can't predict against them. That's where I stand.
Yeah.
AVRL?
No, I think Falcons will make top 3. I think Falcons need to go to LAN.
Yeah.
See?
Falcons
have to be top 3. But I don't think they make. I hope they don't make grand finals. Surely they don't get past T1. Surely.
I mean, T1 has never beaten Falcons, right? So
No, they never won. I think Wei has a better chance of beating Falcons.
You want to never beat Falcons? I swear they've won before.
Isn't that the Donghag versus Geo? That's where we have the thumbnail. Geo has never beaten, or sorry, Donghag has never beaten Geo. Am I wrong?
Right. No, you're totally right.
I think if Falcons have to play Wei wins. Or sorry, yeah, that's right. And I think Falcons beats T1. That's my take.
You don't think Falcons make LAN?
I don't. I think this might be the one time they don't.
That's spicy.
Yeah.
That would be the most insane upset ever.
That would be like bad for Overwatch Esports.
Maybe I should change my prediction.
Yeah.
We would lose all our funding. Overwatch Esports would lose all funding.
Yeah. Sorry. We're done. I think this kind of makes sense. And then because of history says that Falcons doesn't lose to T1, I got T1.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think.
This is T1's game. They're finally gonna get it down.
They should.
It's gonna be an insane storyline after like 8 straight losses. They're finally gonna figure out the secret to beating Falcons.
This should
I'm
be
okay
the
with
one. Okay, if we're going against history, I'm all for it. I would be for the human element here. This is the one time Donghak overcomes Chio and our thumbnail.
The one time I believe in humans.
T1 are gonna beat Falcons here, and then Falcons is gonna go back to just kicking them to the curb at LAN. That's what's gonna happen.
We'll figure it out. Sean Miller, we're coming for you. We got the story on lock.
This is a disastrous bracket.
What do you mean? What is disastrous about this?
I don't see it. I think Falcons wins.
Now think about it. We've established Falcons are the protagonist, right? This is the final tournament of the year. It's the end of the arc. When you get to the end of the arc villain, the hero doesn't win on the first try. They got to get kicked down once so they can go through a little bit of the power up phase, and then they come back stronger in the final episodes.
Well,
This isn't the final tournament of the year, right? It's the second to last.
Yeah, they only got kicked down by
saying.
way once. So they'll be kicked down twice
lose here, so they can power up for the World Finals.
Okay. There we go.
Exactly. Yep.
Great story. Good
I'm proud of
job.
that.
Good job, script writers. No, I'm here for it. I think it makes sense. I think T1 should be able to beat Falcons now, and the only thing preventing them is Donghak's nightmares. So if you can overcome the nightmares, then
It's a big
they were all
F.
in the clear. They were all good. I did not watch China. Did anyone watch China?
I did not watch China.
Yeah, Weibo Gaming qualified alongside Team CC. OC went crazy about it on Twitter.
The crazy thing is, you don't need to watch China because you know the results already. You can just look at the scheduled measures. Like, yeah, I know the
Well,
results.
OC, she
The only
said
crazy
the
thing
bracket was crazy,
is-
so I'm like, okay,
The only
what
crazy thing is Rock losing to Milk Tea.
Yes.
That was wild as fuck.
happened? Okay.
But other than that, everything else is like exactly how you would expect. I think CC taking 2 maps out of Weibo, I didn't watch the game, but 2 maps off of Weibo is pretty good. It shows that CC are catching up, all that Weibo are falling behind. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of scary for Weibo. I think Weibo's opportunity of ever doing and accomplishing anything serious as a team is starting to dwindle a little bit, and I fear for the future of that lineup. And the
Yeah, we had that
thing
talk
is,
after EWC.
they
We're
can't
doomers.
improve on this roster. If they want a full Chinese team, they can't improve on this roster.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, they can't even go their separate ways because it's like, well, what else can you do? Like,
Yeah, it's as stacked
already
as that
have the total-
region can do.
you already have the best roster you can make in that region. So
Just
Yeah.
get good. That's the only thing they can do.
We gotta start importing North Americans.
They only
what they
changed their
need. That's what
coach,
they need.
right? They
Yes,
parted
they've
with
done
their
that a few
coach after
times.
EWC. And,
yeah, they've done that a few times.
yeah.
'Cause it's obviously the coach's fault.
Obviously the coach as well. So we were really doomer on Weibo Gaming after EWC actually, and I was like, I think their window has closed. I don't think they're gonna win ever because the game has changed too much. There's too many like tanks, playstyles and stuff. Like they really excelled when it was like the fucking Shy on Sojourn show, and now there's just too many different comps and stuff like that. So I was really down on them. But you know, I'm not going to underestimate China. Because I mean, they proved it in League of Legends as well. Like when they fucking get together and they boot camp and they really go for it, they can improve. Like it's not like EMEA where I'm like, okay, EMEA are never going to beat Korea, or like NA is never going to beat Korea. Like that's not gonna happen. I could see China with more playtime, accumulative practice. Like I could legitimately see them compete with the Korean teams because they've just proven it in esports that they have the esports gene in the past, and so I can't count them out until we see it, but.
And that's because the LPL in League of Legends is like the largest league in all of League of Legends with like an insane
Well-
amount of talent. It's just like when you have Overwatch's game that's like been dead in China for 2 years because they literally took the servers offline. It's a completely different story.
I don't play League, so I don't understand. I don't know this information.
Yeah, I think it's hard to root for China and accomplishing like any big international goals right now. Just I can't think of a single way to upgrade that roster that's like gonna radicalize that team and like breathe new life into it.
So
Right.
I kind of agree with all the points here. Particularly though, I'm kind of I'm I do believe in them, kind of like what Reinforce is saying, but not for the same reasons. I am less doomer on Weibo, especially after EWC, because maybe this is just pure copium talking. I think EWC was kind of like just 100% bad meta reads from them and playing poorly into the style that was being played. I think you put them in a more normal meta, more traditional, and even in that bad meta, they still played Falcons very close. So, like, they still have the raw talent. I think as long as things are more normal, they'll be fine.
Yeah, but fine is different from like winning, right? Like I think we're all kind of expecting them to do like half decent. I don't think this like roster will flounder, but like will it ever, I think, overtake like some of these big Korean teams? Like I'm not entirely convinced.
True.
There is some cope if you wanted to present it. Like, for example, the fact that they beat
Like 1 in
Falcons on
5
the
odds.
Mauga. No, they beat Falcons on Mauga comp on that Runasapi at May Melee like 6 months ago. Because we were, yeah, see, I got the cope. It's stored in the back. I got it. I bring it out once in a while. So you got that. And then I also think they looked all right on Circuit Royale. And I think it was Mew who played a really solid Brig as well in those kind of compositions. So I think, did they play like Sig May Brig or something? I might be mixing them up with Virtus Pro. But like they showed some amount of compositional variety, which again, I think is crucial for them if they ever want to stand a chance in like a ban esport, right? So I think it's over for them, but I got copium and I'm just not sure where I'm at.
Do you want some even crazier cope? You want some like crusty crack pipe level stuff?
Hit me.
Doomfist got buffed in this patch.
Jesus
Which
Christ.
brings out the Doomfist.
It slows you
God.
for 10 more %, and his block is actually worse. It's like I think from 80% to 75%.
The slow buff is crazy. That's what the pros are saying.
What the pros are saying? Oh my God.
Really?
That's what I heard. That's what
That
I
means
heard.
that,
This is
that means Hawk
propaganda.
Doom is back. Hawk Doom is so back, guys.
Don't fall for it.
Like good dive.
I actually defend the Doom when it is brought out, because most of the time when the Doom is brought out, it's because there's no other like real good tank swap for the team, because they don't want to mirror and they kind of like run out of swaps, and they're like, we just need a Doomfist to go in and try to kill someone, and then we need to win like a 5v4. And most of the time it doesn't work, but I actually can defend the pick. I can defend the Doom pick. And so if we see Doom this weekend, I am kind of for it.
If anyone can do that, it's Gushue.
I think that's
what version
like,
of Spock was that? 2022? Usually Doom 2022?
Yeah,
23?
yeah.
Remember.
I think it's 2023.
3, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there you go. Good
Like
point.
if we're at the point where we're whipping out Doom, like what are we doing? Like what are we hoping to accomplish?
It's not about like
It's a
whipping
Hail
it out
Mary
as like
at
your
best,
first strategy,
right?
but like it's the ace up your sleeve. It's their secret weapon.
No,
if they
I don't
get
think
to
it's an
map
ace.
5, they get to map 5. They need to pull out something that's gonna throw off Falcons. Probably you pull out the Doom. Falcons. I guarantee you, Falcons haven't scrimmed against a Doom.
Sure, I can agree with that, but I think that's for good reason. I don't think any good team is playing Doom. If you can get to map 5 and that is like your ace, sure, like maybe you got like you had to get there first. You had to get to map 5 first, and like
Well,
think if
they
you're
always get to
defaulting
map 5.
I don't know. I'm having maybe I'm not a believer. Maybe I'm just
Wait
not a
and see.
Weibo fan.
Wait and see. Doom.
I
We're
have no
calling
choice.
it.
Okay.
Calling it. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it's been a great episode. Thank you so much, Apostle and Ren. I'm just gonna call you Ren from now on.
I'll take that.
Yeah, there you go. AVRL, thank you so much for waking up for the podcast, showing up. We appreciate it. Solomon, thank you for producing as well. We got a great couple of weeks of Overwatch ahead of us. Any final words before we turn off the broadcast?
Twisted Minds takes first. Crazy Raccoons wins Korea, and yeah, I think Space Station is better than Geek right now.
Final word is I would have won the OWCS talent fantasy if Psycho actually played, but he wasn't even there. I got 0 points on him, and I lose by 10 points or something stupid.
Could have
It's
been
like,
worse. You
okay.
could have had Tree on your roster.
I did have Tree on my roster, but thankfully he played a second game that week. Thankfully there were 2 Tree games, and so they take the points from the better Tree game. Otherwise, I would have been boned.
I'm gonna spoil the talent of Overwatch Fantasy that we've been following on on broadcast these past few weeks. I actually lost to Jake by 6 points.
Ooh.
Oh, see, that's the worst
Because-
part.
Because Skyle got minus 6 points. So a
What?
Swedish,
It's not even-
player broke my
I
heart.
let you down.
I
And
got
you were
minus
still
6.
defending him like crazy this episode.
It's not
It's
his
a real
fault.
one,
The
man.
fact that
go.
we all lost to Jake is just that's the worst part. It's like it's not even losing. It's that we all lost to Jake.
I'm not even
Really?
mad because it's just the way things goes. Like Jake's always comes out on top somehow. Like it's just I'm just used to it.
He has plot armor.
Yeah, because Psycho just didn't play, and I got sick. I actually won because of luck. Crazy.
I wish you did this before I interviewed him. I would have brought that up. Get him to apologize.
Just message me next time. Be like, yo, I'm not playing this week. I'm like, thank God. Let me put someone else in so I can not lose points.
Is that not
have 0
insider
points.
trading? Are we insider trading?
What are we
Yeah,
trading? What are we trading for? What do I get
Made up
for this?
internet points.
Is that how we're trading in made up internet points?
They're very valuable. Have
Get
you
that
seen
guy.
the way
Get that. He's
reinforced
got his
reaction?
made up internet points. He insider traded internet points.
ESIG isn't
Oh my
on to
God,
us
get his
yet.
ass.
We got to
Get
keep
his
staying
ass,
under
get
their
his ass.
radar.
Last question, Solomon. Who's winning the United States Grand Prix? Put it in the lower third right now.
Not the United States, for sure.
Not the US.
Because there are no US. Are there any US drivers?
Probably not McLaren.
I
What?
don't think there are any US drivers.
What? No, they're
It's
not
Red
US
Bull, baby.
drivers. They're not great apparently. Thank you so much for tuning into Plat Chat Overwatch episode 279 or something like that. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.